What's good? We are doing a collective zodiac sign tarot love reading. I hope you guys are having a great Saturday night. We are going to go from Aries right down through to Pisces. All right, just got to check the camera and then... All right, going from Aries right down through to Pisces. For you and your person. All right, Aries. What do we have for Aries, universe, spirits, and guides? What's good to the sky belong? Andrea, Barbara, J-Dub, Denise. Hey, girl. All right. Hey, Fortune Child. Hope you guys are having an awesome Saturday night. All right, Aries. What do we have for Aries and their person, universe, spirits, and guides for the next week? 3 shuffles. What do we have for Aries and their person? Knight of Pentacles just showed its face. Okay. Your overall energy, Aries, the Hierophant and the Tower. Ace of Wands, 2 of Swords. All right, so Aries, you feel as though, okay, let's just put it this way. You do have faith with someone, but you also feel like you need to be wise when it comes to some type of upheaval or destructive energy that has happened between the two of you or is happening, because you're kind of in a very determined energy to do what's in your control, but you may also fear that you're dealing with a situation that you may not be able to trust, okay? Because I feel like there's a part of you that is, not completely confident in someone's approach or how they're approaching an apology or how they're approaching an issue. You may feel like there is something that is quite serious. It could be pertaining to financial stress or just your own awareness that, okay, I need to take this very seriously. But you may feel like someone else is not taking something seriously, and it makes you fear accepting some type of an apology or something along those lines, because I do feel like there is some type of apology or gesture, or someone is gesturing toward an idea to hopefully resolve or regain your optimism with them or within a situation. Because again, I do feel like there is some type of upheaval or destruction that you feel like, okay, I need to slow things down. I need to not be stupid. I need to apply whatever awareness I have in a real way. And as much as I may have attraction for you, I also don't want to be dealing with a fool, okay? It's that type of energy, because you have a lot of fear here when it comes to this person, and some type of an apology or some type of gesture to address something that you feel like you have the ability to address it in a serious way. You feel like you have the wisdom and awareness to address something, but you feel like someone else is not really taking something seriously. So I don't know, I feel like, I do feel like you're going to give someone a chance, okay? Or you are humoring someone, at least. You're humoring someone's solution or someone's gesture to, okay, how they're going to resolve something or how they're going to get on the same page, or if there was a job loss even, or if there has been, you know, some type of abandonment in the past. There is someone that is gesturing in a way that's trying to regain your optimism, and I don't really feel like it's gaining your optimism, but for whatever reason you're still giving into the situation, but you are in your head in regards to whether you're making the right decision. I feel like for some of you it's purely stemmed from, you know, just risk taking or just, you know, hoping for the best. I feel like you're hoping for the best for someone. I do feel like you're very attracted to this person, or you do have some form of enthusiasm for a potential future between the two of you. I just feel like deep down, you fear that this person is full of shit, okay? Or you can't take them seriously, or they're something along those lines. I mean, why that Ace of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune? So I do feel like you're taking a daring approach to create some type of change between you and another person in a positive way. I just feel like you fear that this person isn't taking it as seriously as you, but there is some type of gesture on this person's part. You know, whether it's a new person that's flirting with you, whether it's a past person that abandoned you that's apologizing, or whether it's a current person that is gesturing to, you know, try to resolve whatever issues are going on between the two of you. You seem to be in a space where, like, fuck it, you know what I mean? Whatever happens, happens. I'm giving you a shot. I'm not going to be stupid when it comes to what I'm doing, but I'm going to trust that I can trust you for this moment. Okay, so I feel like you're giving someone the benefit of the doubt is what I feel. Okay, because you do have faith with them. But there has been some type of lesson learned. And because there's already been a lesson learned, that could also be why this feels a little bit more daring, or like you're taking a risk because you kind of know better, or you feel like you know better or should know better. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Aries, this could be a third-party energy. It doesn't have to be. All right, so like I said, this could be a third-party energy. It doesn't have to be, but there is some type of like misconnection between the two of you, or there's some type of like canceled celebration, or this person thought they had you and they're realizing they don't. So this is someone that's getting some type of reality check, either because they ran into you in town and you were with someone else, or there's something that's creating a lot of negativity in this person's energy. Something is creating a lot of negativity and a lack of optimism when it comes to a potential between the two of you, and whether the two of you are going to be able to get married or reunite or whatever it may be. And it could be something that gives them a very harsh reality check. Like I said, they could see you in town, or something happens in their life where now they're feeling let down or not as optimistic, but they're trying to think about how to address a situation where they don't give up. Like, this is someone that if there is competition, they're in a space of wanting to, I'm not saying they're wanting to fight for you, but this is someone that is willing to put in the fight, or they're not really afraid of the competition, I suppose. Like, this is someone that has a lot of inner conflict when it comes to your plan with them, or whether you have interest in them, or whether you, or how you're going to respond to some type of news. Because again, for some of you, if you're in a relationship, this person could be receiving some type of news pertaining to rumors, or something that is causing them to feel let down on a personal level, and they're a little bit unsure in regards to how you're going to respond, because there is a period this week where they're kind of keeping some type of truth to themselves. They may be quite distant or remaining in no contact, and I feel like they have a lot of inner conflict when it comes to communicating something, but because they feel like you deserve the truth, because they're thinking with their heart, they do feel like, okay, I love Aries, or Aries deserves at least to know what's going on with me, or at least to know. Potentially, for some of you, this is someone that started the drama, okay, or started some type of bullshit, and now they have to try to fight to come back from that. But there is a desire to communicate with you, and I do see this person eventually communicating with you, but it's derived from a reality check that you may be dating other people, or if they don't get on the boat with you, they're gonna miss the boat, okay? Even if you're in a relationship, this person may feel like, okay, I got to deal with this. Aries is doing their thing. I got to deal with this, but they may not be sure how you react to it. Some of you, this is someone that feels like they need to be open and honest about some type of third-party energy or drama or bullshit that has been brought into the situation, and it's causing a lot of inner conflict. And they could also be dealing with other family opinions or opinions of others, which has them feeling kind of pushed against a wall, but they, again, still feel like they owe it to you to do that. The King of Swords. Yeah, this is someone that is going to end up communicating with you with the utmost integrity and give you the truth and say it how it is, because they feel like it's necessary. I mean, what is this drama or negative star in reverse? I'm just going to be honest with you, Aries. For some of you, your person is having issues with their health. Okay, so they may want to talk to you about that, and they're not sure how you're going to react. For others of you, this person may have started some type of drama or gossip, or there's been some type of third-party energy that has kind of messed the connection up between the two of you, whether it was siblings, whether it was other friends, whether it was nonsense. And this person felt like they reacted in a way that was stemmed from some type of trigger, and they may want to just apologize or express the truth about what happened, why it happened, and just be honest. Okay? And some of you, this person wants to be honest about something pertaining to their health as well. So you got some honest communication coming in after some type of reality check. Either this person is seeing you in town, or they're realizing you're not going to get on the boat or stay on the boat with them unless it's kind of like, in order to get to the next level with you, they have to be honest about something. Okay? So you could be dealing with a Leo. We also have Aquarius or Taurus. Could be any sign as far as elements go. Let's get guidance. Rescue Righteous readings. Was good. All right, Taurus. What do we have for Taurus and their person, universe, spirits, and guides? What do we have for Taurus and their person? Two more. Three shuffles. Your overall energy, wow, you could be dealing with an Aries. You guys are entangled a lot, but you are receiving some type of reality check, and it's triggering you, or it's causing a lack of hope in a situation. A lot of you guys are trying to be grounded in the reality of something that is draining you. Okay, so you may be recognizing something is draining you, or you're receiving some type of clarity pertaining to your health. And by health, I don't mean there's anything wrong with you. I mean, maybe you're recognizing, okay, this is not good for my health, literally. Okay, I mean, you all get the cortisol levels and all that shit. Okay, this is not good for my energy. This is not good for my energy. Six of Wands in reverse, Queen of Cups. A lot of you guys are definitely dealing with a Taurus, but you don't have to be. All right. All right, so Taurus, I do feel like there has been already some type of failed attempt, or there's been some type of failed attempt to get someone's attention, or to express some type of inferiority complex you have. Maybe you've expressed insecurities around a family situation, a living situation, or there's something here that's creating an inferiority complex around options when it comes to homes, when it comes to where you live, something along those lines. It's almost like there's something that is making you feel limited to be able to move to the next level. Is the best way I can explain it, because you feel like as much as you want to connect with someone in a very deep, vulnerable way, you also feel like already there's been a failed attempt to get someone's attention, or for someone to see that you're just trying to, you know, keep the peace. Like, you may feel like, I'm just trying to keep the peace. You may be your mother, or you're someone that is trying to, you're trying to keep the peace, but there may be a failed attempt this week, or you're feeling like there has been a failed attempt that makes you feel like you need to do something or welcome something in a different way, because you may feel like someone is not acknowledging what you're trying to put out there. Like you may be trying to put out, like, I'm just keeping the peace, or the reason I'm in this situation is because I have no other options, or something along those lines. And I feel like you feel as though your person is not recognizing that you do love them or care about them, and you're trying to be as mature about a situation as possible, but you are feeling left behind for trying to keep everything stable, or to even keep a place to live for some of you, okay? I don't know, there's some type of, like, you're in a space of trying to stay grounded in reality. You're very focused on your health, or you're very clear. You're very clear on what's not good in your life, okay? This is you being very clear, and I feel like you want to express to this person, like, this is what it is. This is my reality. You feel like in the past you never acknowledged or validated my reality, or you never cared about my reality. So because you may feel like someone else is kind of a brute, or they're kind of someone that is refusing to swallow their pride about something, Taurus. So it's almost like if this person does make some type of attempt in a way where they're refusing to swallow your pride, you may say it how it is when it comes to, I didn't really have a choice. There's something where you feel like I don't have a choice, or I'm limited. So I feel like you're bringing up some type of past failed attempt while simultaneously recognizing that as much as you're willing to keep the peace or seize an opportunity with someone, you also feel like they're overlooking uh, like some of you have literally felt left behind by this person, okay? In some way, you have felt left behind. And you're trying to be mature about it as possible. You're welcoming this person into your life with peace, but also recognizing, okay, this person is not going to swallow their pride. So I feel like that awareness in itself is keeping you trying to stay grounded in, okay, this is not good for my health. This is not good for my energy to constantly try to get through this person's head that I have no other fucking choice. You're kind of in a space of like, I'm trying to be as mature as possible, but they refuse to swallow their pride. And, but there may be a lot of expression that you're giving to someone about the reality of your situation and how you're open to keep the peace, or connect, or welcome them into your life, but there's also things you need to acknowledge when it comes to your reality, and I feel like you're kind of laying that down for someone. So I mean, your person, Taurus, this person, I do feel like they're gonna let their guard down for you, but they are thinking irrationally when it comes to your intentions, and they're very hesitant. Like, this is them feeling like, wow, there's some type of gesture here. It's like an apology, something like that. I do feel like this person is kind of falling at the final hurdle, or they're letting their guard down, but they are, for whatever reason, feeling quite exhausted with this constant feeling like you're lying to them. So I don't know if you lied a lot to them in the past, or whether there was a lot of maliciousness in the past, but this person does feel like, okay, Taurus, there's a chance that Taurus may be blowing smoke up my ass, okay? Or for whatever reason, they may feel like you have malicious intent. And that energy is making them feel entitled, okay, to be this la-di-da type of energy, to give you this la-di-da, because inside they feel like you have malicious intent. And that's why projection is so fucking dangerous, because they may not, but you also can't be stupid. So it's like, I don't know, it's a balancing act. But it's like this person may feel like, okay, because I feel like Taurus may have malicious intent, I'm going to give in to the situation and give them the benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, I don't really take them seriously, because they're also aware of aspects that make them feel limited, or that make them feel hesitant in regards to your actual intentions. Page of Wands in reverse. This person doesn't trust your communication at all. This person actually may give you a hard truth, Taurus, before they give into the situation in a soft way. This person may literally express to you that, you know, all right, well, I'm talking to you. All right, I'm giving you a shot here, or I'm in a relationship with you, like, do something. But I feel like you're full of shit, or I feel like you're fake, or I feel like this. Like, this person may outright say in a very non-filtered way how they feel, but they're still giving into the situation because they're tired of pushing you away. I mean, they don't have a whole lot of faith, though, when it comes to your intentions. So, again, it really depends on you, and do you feel like you fucked up that bad in the past where they have that much reason to not trust you? Because if you feel like you didn't do anything that bad, then maybe it's not the person for you. I don't know. It really depends on the situation. Okay? Because yeah, sometimes we do fuck up and we have to understand that people are just going to overlook that. But like, did you, forget to get them a coffee, or did you cheat on them? Did you fucking talk shit about them? Like, what did you do? So this person feels like you have malicious intent, and it is causing them to give you a bit of a hard time when it comes to the let back in or to trusting you. And I feel like this person's being very blunt with you while simultaneously giving into the situation because they low-key admire you, but they don't trust anything that comes out of your mouth. King of Wands. It's like they're having a hard time showing weakness here to you. And you feel like this person is, I don't know, I feel like there's a part of you that does understand, where you're willing to show this person compassion and understanding. But yeah, if you want this person, they are going to be quite guarded for quite some time, but they are giving into it. Give me one more in that Nine of Wands in reverse. Five of Wands. For some of you, this person just wants to fight with you, or it's like they have a lot they want to get off their chest. It's like the moment you reach out or bring something up, they have a lot to get off their chest. And I feel like this week is the week of someone getting a lot off their chest. Is it pretty and lovey-dovey? No. But they feel like it's needed to be said. It's causing them a lot of inner conflict. So you're going to have to decide in regards to whether they deserve to feel that way. So they're very guarded. I don't even see them getting into a soft energy this week. Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Moon. Because they feel like you're taking advantage of them, or they feel like you're just a suck up, or you're just sucking up, like whatever good energy you bring into the situation, they're perceiving it this week as, oh, Taurus is just sucking up. So I don't know. But I feel like you're open to it. I don't know. Give me one more on Taurus's energy toward the situation. Seven of Swords. So you may feel like you do need to play your cards right. You may know you've done something stupid and you may be in a space of trying to play your cards right. The Seven of Swords can often be someone that's trying to get away with something. The Three of Swords. Some of you may feel like you can't let go of a third-party energy, or you're aware of some type of betrayal. Okay? Or there's something here you're not willing to let go of. So you may feel like you need to play your cards right with someone. I don't know, what's Taurus's intentions? Five of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know. For some of you, Taurus, you're literally just trying to keep a place to live. One more in Taurus's intentions. Strength in reverse. I don't know. Maybe your intentions aren't that great, but you may be just trying to keep a place to live. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Strength in reverse. So you're acting out of fear. Even if you're not trying to keep a place to live, you're just straight up acting out of fear. Fear that this person's going to start shit. Because the Six of Wands in reverse is on your side. That can often be someone that feels as though someone's going to ruin their life now for whatever reason. So it's like trying to be emotionally mature about some type of inferiority complex or disadvantage you may have. I don't know. I don't know, but I do feel deep down you have feelings for this person, but you're more so trusting your intuition. Or you're trying to play your, I don't know, maybe you know you're dealing with this. For some of you, maybe you're dealing with a psycho where you do feel like you need to play your cards right, okay? I don't know. But moving on, I don't know if you have a whole lot of feelings. You're avoiding being abandoned, that's for sure. But it could be because you want this person to overlook something you're holding on to or clinging to. Either way, you could be dealing with an Aries. We also have Pisces, Cancer, and Leo. All right, Maren, you love my voice. Thank you. Even with my lisp. Even with my lisp. All right, Gemini. What do we have for Gemini and their person this week? Universe, spirits, and guides. What do we have for Gemini and their person for this week? Three shuffles. Oh my dear. Three shuffles. What do we have for Gemini and their person this week? Thank you, Missy. What's good, girl? Rose, so good to see you. You have been missed. Thank you, Missy. I really appreciate that. I miss you guys too, honestly. All right, overall energy for you, Gemini. 9 of Pentacles in reverse with the 9 of Cups. So, some of you guys are just straight up desiring to not be single, or you don't want to be single, or you're desiring to not make any major expenses right now. 9 of Pentacles upright can talk about like making a large purchase, something along those lines. Or it's like you're not wanting the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. That's like, but that's a wish fulfillment. You know what I mean? Or that's your desire. So when it comes to your love life, or this is impacting your love life, you're in a space of not really desiring to make any large purchases. I don't know, maybe this week you don't really want to go on any dates, for example, because you're saving money, or you're not investing into the finer things in life, because you're dealing with either some type of financial insecurity, or it's just your desire to not spend or go above and beyond, something along those lines. Look, it's Justice card, 4 of Pentacles, Page of Swords. It's like you're using your head when it comes to the best decisions in order to be more, to obtain security, or the 4 of Pentacles is like being frugal, right? Not wanting to spend too much. And you may be having a hard time communicating that with someone, because you may be in communication with someone, but you're also in a space of like not wanting to go on any dates or not wanting to spend any money. You know what I mean? It's not personal. It's just like that's what you feel like you need to do. Like you feel like that's the best decision for you this week. I don't know. Money seems to be impacting your love life for whatever reason. You're in a space of trying to save, or you're trying to like, you're not really giving too much into your love life this week. You could be talking to someone, Gemini, and you're curious, but you're also feeling oppressed when it comes to communication, because you feel like you have inner truths that you kind of need to beat around the bush about, and deep down you're trying to use your head about, okay, needing to be smart about money. Something along those lines. Some of you guys, you're just using your head in regards to maybe not feeling the best this week, or there's certain aspects that have you feeling like shit, or you don't have anything to wear. Okay, that's like the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I don't have anything to wear. Like, what am I going to wear? I don't know. I don't want to buy anything. I've been trying to save money. Something like, I don't know. Money seems to be a huge impact for you this week, Gemini. So, let's just put it this way. I don't really see you sharing too much with this person, or allowing anything to elevate to the next level, because you feel like that would require some type of financial investment, or you feel like that would require you to actually put some clothes on that looks decent. And you're in a space of, I don't want to do that this week. That's not the plan, because you're feeling quite content. Like you're feeling quite content in not doing that. So you are talking to someone though, but you're using your head when it comes to not wanting to share too much. For some of you, it's just not wanting to share too much personal information with someone. Okay, because you may be thinking irrationally about, it's like you may be wanting to scope out the situation first, or get more information, or see what this person wants, or are they into you, or are they just a fuck boy? I don't know. You're kind of playing it safe with someone, and that includes not spending too much. Okay. So I don't know. You're talking to someone, but you're very head over heart when it comes to what you share with this person. You're not oversharing, you know, literally or financially or personal information. because there is some insecurities in regards to this person's intentions, or you're just in a space of like, that's just not my cup of tea this week. I don't, like, I'm trying to save something, or I don't know. Okay, but you are talking to someone. I mean, give me one more on the Page of Swords. You are a little bit curious. No, some of you guys are just straight up manipulating someone, or showing more interest than you really have. But it's out of curiosity. I'm not saying you have bad intentions, but you may low-key not have strong feelings for this person just yet, but you are talking to someone. So you could be receiving some type of communication, but there's either not feelings developed yet, or you're having a hard time caring about this person enough to give into it. You know what I mean? So you're not caring about someone enough to give into it, or be generous, or share anything too personal. If it is a past person that you're talking to, you're still holding a grudge. And it is what it is. Justice, Four of Pentacles. You're still holding a grudge. You may feel like this person has ill intentions. So you're not sharing much with this person. Either way, you're just kind of keeping to yourself. Just humoring conversation. If it is a new person, you may low-key be leading this person on with the intent of trying to gain more information. Like, what are you getting at? You know what I mean? Some Geminis, anyways, moving on. So whoever you're dealing with. Oh, so for some of you, this could definitely be a past person, because this is someone that is avoiding being abandoned, and they're having a hard time putting themselves in a position of being vulnerable, because they're either embarrassed about something, or they're limiting themselves, really, with their own inner conflict or jealousy, or feeling like that other people are involved, something along those lines. So for a lot of you, this could very well be a past person. I'll read it both ways, but if it is a past person, this is someone that doesn't want to be abandoned, or they're coming out of the cold with you. And I feel like it's stressing them out, because they have a lot of inner conflict about some type of major problem. For some of you, that major problem for them may be that you lost interest or don't have interest. Okay. For others of you, that major problem is they're very confused because they feel like they're getting mixed signals from you. So if it's a past person, they're unsure in regards to whether you're interested, because they're getting mixed signals now. And if it is a past person for you, Gemini, you're holding some type of grudge. King of Cups in reverse with the Page of Swords, Justice. That's using your head when it comes to some type of repressed feelings or bitterness you have toward a situation that makes you feel like, okay, I've learned my lesson. I'm not sharing much with you now. Something like that. And this person's in a space of like, okay, feeling a little bit stuck. They may feel bound to that. Like if you do view them a certain way, they may feel bound. I don't know if that's the right word. They may feel bound to that view you have of them. And it's causing them a lot of inner conflict in regards to whether they should just give up or try. But I do see them making some type of attempt. Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles in reverse as well. And the Star. So this person, if it is a past person, this is someone that is expressing they're expressing the inspiration to something that may have caused some type of betrayal. Okay, this is someone that is being very vulnerable about what inspired them to maneuver in a certain way. If this is a new person, Gemini, they're a little bit confused because they feel like they're getting mixed signals from you. It's causing a lot of inner conflict, and it's also causing a bit of a touch and go for them too. But ultimately, I do see them expressing their hopes with you, or it's kind of like some guy that's trying to play it cool, like maybe they're not that interested, and then eventually they just like blurb out all of this emotional vulnerability and their desires or hope when it comes to what they feel could happen between the two of you, because they're sick of being ignored. This is someone that's like, listen, I want you, I love you. Or if it's a past person, like this is what inspired this, that, or the third. I'm sick of ignoring you, or I'm sick of feeling ignored. Do you want me or not? If so, let's work on it. If not, I'll fuck off. Like someone seems to be very emotionally direct with you in regards to feeling, they're sick of feeling ignored, or they're sick of feeling unsure. So it's someone that's kind of getting to the point about what the deal is. Are you interested? Did you lose interest? You know, whatever it may be. So I don't know, Gemini, I feel like you are giving someone a run for their money a little bit. And yeah, if it's a past person, you may be holding a grudge, or you're not sure how to express yourself because of legalities involved. Maybe someone's married, you know, something like that. Maybe you're married, I don't know. Because some of you are straight up desiring not to be single because you're in a space of trying to play it safe or not be stupid. So either way, you got someone that's being very vulnerable with you, and you have someone in their head and very confused, trying to figure you out, and eventually they're just going to kind of like outpour their direct vulnerability of their true desires or hope with you because they're sick of feeling ignored. I feel like someone's going to give you like an ultimatum a little bit without sounding dramatic. Okay. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius or Libra. Could be any sign though as far as elements go. All right, Cancer. All right, what do we have for Cancer and their person? That's did Nicole Ashley. What do we have for Cancer and their person? One more. Universe, spirits, and guides. Three shuffles. Your overall energy, Cancer, nice. King of Cups and the 10 of Wands. So you're showing up pretty strong here for someone. This is giving someone your full support, taking responsibility, or at least putting in the work. We're going to get clarification here. But it's like you are putting in the work. You are feeling the burden of this connection. And you're trying to be mature about how you maneuver in the situation. You're trying to tend to your own responsibilities and burdens while also trying to also feeling the weight of this connection. And I feel like you want to put in the work, but you may feel like you're coming to the end of the road here. Because the King of Cups, yes, has a lot of deep love for someone, but also tries to be wise when it comes to that love. Like the King of Cups is like, okay, well, I really do love you unconditionally, right? But I also know that this isn't good for me, or this isn't good for you, or I also know that this would require a lot of work, something like that. So it's like you're trying to be mature and wise when it comes to a situation here. You do have a lot of deep, the King of Cups is like deep feelings, or even if it's a newer energy, it's like a strong connection, like almost having someone be a muse for you in a sense. So let's just put it this way. You're feeling stressed the fuck out by this connection in the way of like, man, this is going to be a lot of work. If I'm going to maintain this relationship with this person, or if I'm going to be with this person, I'm willing to put in the work, but I'm feeling some type of burden that is causing me to feel drained. There's some type of negative past between you and this person that has you feeling quite drained. You are taking a leap of faith to gain some type of clarity, or you're receiving some type of communication that you are open and receptive to having some type of very honest adult conversation. Really, that's like what that is. So there is some type of not major, sorry for being dramatic. There is some type of issue that is lingering from a negative past that I feel like you're open to healing or moving on from. The Six of Cups in reverse is actually positive because it's generally like healing a negative past, healing childhood wounds, healing, growing up, maturing, no longer being stuck in a very specific way of doing something or handling something, especially if you're recognizing it's not working. It's like being open to the new, or being open to new perspectives, being open to create new memories with someone, that type of energy. It's like, I feel like you're open to create anew with someone. Even if you've been with this person for 10 years, you're open to it. But thus far, you feel like you have held no influence when it comes to this connection, and it's starting to really weigh on you. And I feel like you're kind of taking a leap of faith to have some type of blunt or direct conversation, in hopes that gives you some type of clarity, because you're in a space of like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. As much as I love you or want to support you or want to maintain this relationship or whatever, I don't know if I can do this anymore. So I feel like you just want to have an honest conversation. So some of you could also be expressing or asking for forgiveness because of a negative past, but with you, okay? Doesn't have to be. I feel like it's more what I was talking about first. Oh dear. So, so whoever you're dealing with, Cancer, at least this week, this is someone that's going to be very difficult to talk to. Like, they're really blowing smoke up your ass. They could be very defensive every time you communicate with them. This is someone that is not giving you transparent communication in any way. They're being, let's just put it this way, there's a lot of like, I mean, for some of you, this is someone that's already shed this or let this go, or the Four of Pentacles in reverse can be someone that just doesn't value something enough, or they've already let this go, okay? And they don't trust you for whatever reason, and it's making it, like, they're not really making it easy to have a conversation because they're not willing to be transparent. They either don't trust you, or they just don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, King of Swords in reverse and the Five of Swords, that's a very harsh energy where it's almost like, you know, game playing in a sense, or they will say whatever they feel the need to say and without any remorse type of energy. Hierophant in reverse. I don't know. This person doesn't have faith with you. They may feel like there's a major difference in values between the two of you. Even if it's a long-term relationship, this is someone that the moment you start trying to have a conversation with them, their guards go up because they don't agree with your opinion, or they don't trust you, or there's still some type of past betrayal that makes them feel like their swords need to go up, and they're not really conforming to however you're trying to play things out. And again, it could be stemmed from a difference in values. Death in reverse. Hierophant in reverse, death in reverse. I don't know. This person is not willing to change. If there's change needed, or if they need to end something, or if some type of personal change is needed, I don't feel like they're willing to do that. Some of you, Cancer, if you communicate with them, it actually may piss them off. That's someone receiving communication. Oh, now they're pissed. Or it's like someone that becomes... now, if you're in a relationship with this person, that's not good. But this is someone that's kind of rejecting whatever you're laying on the table, or they don't agree, or they're resisting making some type of change. Some of you, this person has it in their head that you don't value them, okay? And that has them not feeling the need to care, because they feel like, if it's a relationship, it's like someone that feels like, okay, if you think that, Cancer, you must not value me. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Like, it's kind of that type of energy where they're being quite rebellious in the situation. And they may be going to the extremes to... They're not open. They're not open. They disagree. The Five of Swords can simply mean, like, disagree. They disagree. Or there's... the two of you are clashing when it comes to your opinion on something. I don't know. But this person does not agree with what you're laying down. Or they don't trust you enough to even have an actual conversation. So, just doing one more. Nine of Swords. Man, this person... You know what I mean? Why is this person being like this? For some of you, especially if it's a new person, they're just playing games with you. Okay. Why is this person being like this? The Page of Swords. For some of you, this person's seen something or heard something. The Page of Swords can hear something, or they see something. Maybe they seen you were talking to someone, or like flirting with someone, or they heard something. You know what I mean? It's like they feel like they need to use their head with the Three of Swords. This person could have seen you with someone else, or this is someone that is still holding on to some type of past betrayal, or something they hear or see has them feeling betrayed. Didn't we have this type of energy with you guys yesterday when your person was mad at you? So that energy could be lingering. So, I don't know. Let's get some advice for you since you guys are in that Ten of Wands energy. Give me a card of advice for Cancer. The Star. Well, there is a need to kind of put energy into yourself. The Star is all about self-rejuvenation, trusting yourself. You know what I mean? Having trust in yourself. It's not really a whole lot of energy pertaining to love. The Hangman and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So there's something here that is making you limited. And if you can look at a situation and say, okay, I did everything I could possibly do to work on this or try to have something or maintain this relationship, and it's not being reciprocated, you need, as the Hangman is asking you, okay, if you're going to move forward in life, you're going to have to make a sacrifice. You're going to have to surrender something, right? Hangman in reverse is someone that's moving forward. Yes, people may be being left behind, but they got to do what they got to do. They're sick of feeling stuck and trapped. So it's really up to you. Like, are you willing to wait on this? Or is it something you're going to have to move forward and move on from and heal from? And the Star card is also a little bit of a, I don't like the word warning, but it's more like a reminder. There we go. The Star is like a reminder to like focus on your overall well-being, especially when it comes to your health, your spiritual well-being, your faith, how you connect to your day-to-day life, you know, your motives and intentions behind everything, you know, how we enjoy our cup of coffee, how we connect to things. The Star is like our personal journey, our health, our cortisol levels, all of it. Pay attention to your health. Do what's best for your health, your energy, your overall well-being. Recognize what is limiting you associated with an unrequited situation, or even if it's someone's repressed emotions or bitterness they have towards you. Is it getting to a point that that is potentially an unbearable problem or a problem you can't deal with? Maybe you should just surrender the situation, sorry. It's kind of like if you've been in a relationship and maybe you cheated 5-10 years ago and they're still holding that against you. And you know you're not that person anymore or something like that, or anything. You could have done anything. At some point, you have to find some type of like balance with that person, or you're kind of trapped and chained to a set version that may not even resonate with you anymore. So I don't know, focus on your well-being. What's good for your well-being? Does this person mirror that? And if they don't, it needs to be sacrificed. It needs to go bye-bye. Okay, it needs to go bye-bye. Sorry, that sounds really stupid, but yeah. So you could be dealing with a Taurus. We also have Scorpio, Aries, Virgo, Gemini, or Aquarius. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right. Leo. Yes, I'm going to get back to my what to expect messages too, like the general messages. Specifically money, maybe I can do that. I never done that. Well, I did one time. It failed miserably. And I haven't done it since, but maybe we can try that again. All right, what do we have for Leo and their person, universe, spirits, and guides? Let's get Nicole. Okay. What do we have for Leo and their person? For this week. 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Leo, Page of Page of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse, a Fool, the Sun. Okay. All right, Leo, Ace of Wands in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse, Three of Pentacles, Four of Swords in reverse. Because I feel, Leo, a lot of you guys are being quite vindictive towards someone, but you feel like it's justified because you received some type of reality check when it comes to other people this person is associating with or trying to build with, or, you know, something along those lines. You may also feel like this person is using their social media, or it's like this person seems to be implementing things in their life or connecting with people that you're like, wait a minute. It's like you may feel like there was some type of like bullshit because this person told you one thing yesterday, and today it's like they're associating with the very people they thought you thought that, okay, I don't know, there's some type of like guilty, it's like you feel like this person is full of it. You feel like this person is full of it. You could work with this person, you don't have to, because you are, I don't know, because I do feel like you're being quite expressive about this with this person. Who else had this? I don't remember. I feel like Taurus is on the receiving end this week of some bullshit. Of some people calling them out, but it could be done with a Taurus. It doesn't have to be. But it's like, I feel like you may be being very expressive about something that is causing you to feel angry around feeling like you received a superficial view on something. Some of you guys are becoming aware that someone's not actually single, or you're becoming aware of some type of financial insecurity with even a partner that makes you feel like, what the fuck? Because now it's making you aware of external circumstances or trials that you're about to be met with because this person was an idiot, okay? And it's like, I feel like you're a little bit frustrated and you're being quite expressive with what the fuck. You're angry, you're being very expressive with your anger. It's putting you in an energy of like, I have too many facts right now. I have too many facts. I don't care, okay? You can argue with me all you want. I have too many facts. Yesterday you said this. Today you're saying this. Now, apparently this person you hated and she was a slut and just trying to get with you. And the next day you're talking to her like y'all are cool. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. I feel like you're being quite spiteful with someone because you feel like you were seduced, or you feel like someone seduced you with something with having no intention of following through with whatever that was. It can feel like someone broke a promise with you or something along those lines, and I feel like you're being quite vindictive about it. It could be even a relationship partner that you've been with for a long time that may have promised something to you, and you're realizing, okay, that's not going to happen. That was a bit of a false start, because this person doesn't have the means to provide what they promised. So you feel like someone isn't fulfilling what they promised, or not even fulfilling the character that they led you to feel like they had. It's like they don't, I don't know, there's something pertaining to their character or how they handle the situation. And there's too many facts that you have that make you completely tone deaf to whatever they're saying right now or this week. Because it's like, this is the facts. I don't agree. It's like you do not agree. You're angry while simultaneously unbothered. It's almost like very underwhelming. It's a very underwhelming situation. Like, oh, you're one of those. Oh, this again. If you're in a long-term relationship, this could be a pattern with this person to promise you things. And it never actually occurs. So it's like, fuck, I guess I'll do it myself then. Thank you. It could be something small too. Maybe they promised to fucking clean the garage, okay, and they didn't. It's like, man, it would have been really nice to wake up and have a coffee and you be cleaning the garage. You know what I mean? Like, there's something here that you're so underwhelmed with that are you frustrated and angry? Yes, but you're more so unbothered and just optimistic in regards to, okay, this person is just full of shit, okay? I don't know, I'm not saying you're leaving this person, but you are being very expressive about what's bothering you, and it could be coming out quite vindictive, okay? So whoever you're dealing with, so this is someone that knows you are mad, they know you are not happy, and they're very determined here to support the situation to avoid an ending. They're aware of some type of dysfunctional shit that has you unhappy. It could be pertaining to a mother as well, or their mother, something, or some type of feminine energy. But this is someone that's in a space of avoiding an ending, really. I do feel like if this may be someone that has a natural tendency to kind of detach when you're mad at them, okay? So it's like they're tuning you out. This is someone that tends to disassociate to avoid feeling the brunt of your bitching, or to avoid being bitched at. Or if you're not physically with them, it's someone that tends to just avoid you when they know you're mad, and then they come back around when you cool down. So if you are dealing with someone like that, I feel like they are entering that space this week, while simultaneously, because I mean, they are in a space of wanting to support you and wanting to have a family with you, or you could be the mother of their children. It doesn't have to be. Or this is someone that sees you as someone that they could grow with. The problem is, this person is just detaching. Oh, we do have the Knight of Swords though, Death in reverse. So this person will be seizing the moment to avoid an ending with you. The problem is I don't feel like anything's actually changed, okay? Lovers in reverse. Some of you, they're going to be blaming their lack of effort with the lack of your effort. Like, you don't fuck them enough, you don't screw them enough. There's a lack of intimacy because of the lack of change, Leo. When it comes to what you're doing or not doing, this is why I can't follow through with what I went out of my way to say I was going to do, or what maybe this person started drama even, you know, or they said that there was people trying to get with them even, or, and that wasn't true. It's like this person seems to be in a space of blaming their lack of follow through, or their lack of seizing the moment, or resisting any type of change when it comes to seizing the moment, because, well, maybe now they don't trust you, or maybe they feel like the two of you have a difference in values, or there's a lack of change when it comes to the two of your sex life, something like that. I don't know. This kind of gives me the impression that this person feels pretty confident that eventually you will get over whatever you're mad about this week. So I don't know if this is like a habit for you guys. It does feel quite like a habit, like a pattern, especially with the Ace of Wands in reverse, like a false start. Turning over a new leaf at that with a false start. Like something keeps starting and stopping. So there's going to be something starting because someone is trying to support you this week, but they end up going into detach mode because they feel like, okay, I reasserted control. And the moment you're unhappy with them, they're just going to detach. And I don't know, it seems like a very unhealthy pattern. And they're feeling quite confident in that. I mean, what is this person's true intentions with Leo? The High Priestess and the World. This person's desiring to make some type of major life change. The Moon in reverse. I don't know. They're kind of keeping their intentions are to keep their desires hidden, because they feel like they're in a place in their life where there's a lot that has changed, and they're kind of wanting to rest or take a pause. Emotionally, they're not really connecting with themselves at all. They're in a space of just wanting to pause. Do they desire you? I don't know. I feel like they're trying to figure out what's next for them. To be honest with you, Leo, I don't even know if this person truly fully knows if they want to be with you. They're aware that there's been a lot of success with you, or when they're with you, they feel good, but they're also recognizing a lot of changes that has occurred that makes this person feel disillusioned to what could be moving forward. And now they're in a space of just wanting to pause and not get too crazy and try to tune into what they do truly desire. I don't know. This person, I feel like deep down is wanting to make some type of major change, but they don't know what that is. They could be even wanting to move, change their location. Well, how do they feel about Leo? Six of Swords in reverse. They may feel like there's a lack of progress between the two of you. They're having a hard time moving on from you. Magician in reverse. So they may feel like they don't have what you need, or they've lacked influence when it comes to making some type of progress with you. Their feelings, a lack of progress when it comes to Six of Swords in reverse. Because the Six of Swords in reverse tends to be someone that is feeling somewhat submissive to a situation while simultaneously resisting moving forward with anything that could create progress. Why? Because they're dealing with a lot of personal self-doubt when it comes to what they should be manifesting in their life right now. So they constantly hit a wall. I don't know. I feel like your person is dealing with some type of personal, spiritual struggle of some sort. That the more you try to like push them into making some type of decision, or I'm not saying you're forcing anything, but the more you try to push it, the more they're probably going to resist anything, because they're already dealing with personal self-doubt or lack of clarity. Intuitively, they feel like maybe things are done between the two of you, but they're having a hard time accepting that. Moon in reverse. It's kind of like they're deceiving themselves even emotionally. Why do they feel like things are done? Sorry, I gotta stop. Judgment in reverse. For some of you, Leo, this person may feel like at some point in time they made a poor judgment that they're never going to be able to move past. So it's someone that may internally feel like it's better to move on. For others of you, this is someone that's just, judgment in reverse can be someone that's just ignoring the call. You know what I mean? They may not be open to seize this opportunity for whatever reason. Give me one more on why. The Queen of Swords. I don't know, they may not be feeling a whole lot of love from you, to be honest with you, because of some type of poor judgment call, where now they feel like the energy they get from you is quite cold and detached, where it's not the same. And I'm not saying it should be the same. You probably have a reason to be that way, but this person feels like the energy is not the same between the two of you, and now they're getting a very cold, detached energy, and it's causing them to feel quite fearful to seize an opportunity with you, because they may feel like now you look at them a certain way, or there's been some type of judgment made that has them feeling like you're, I don't know, you just give them the poker face all the time, or you're very cold or aloof toward them, that makes you feel like, do you even care? Either way, I don't know. I mean, what is your advice for Leo, right quick? What is your advice for Leo? The Ace of Swords. You already know the truth. Like, I don't know, maybe you're just getting lost in the sauce, because you already know what you need to be doing. Ace of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords in reverse. So you're in a period in your life, Leo, where you're going to have to remain quite resilient mentally, especially, and implement whatever you need to implement to learn some type of pattern. The Three of Pentacles is like, okay, recognize the pattern. Recognize how certain people influence your life. you know, how your own decisions and how you apply yourself influence your life. And this is saying you may need to be very honest with yourself because there's already some type of truth or clarity that you hold that gives you the information you need to ignore the situation, or at least be resilient within your own understanding of self, and what you can do for yourself and how you can apply yourself in your day-to-day life to make some type of improvement. And the Three of Pentacles is moving toward that Four of Pentacles, where we are now gaining security, you know, where we've finally obtained something of value. So it's like building something up for yourself to obtain some type of security and learning some type of pattern too. I don't know, you already know the truth. I don't know, there's some type of pattern. And you may need to, you know, kind of cut this off. But you could be dealing with Aries, another Leo, Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Gemini, or Virgo. It could be any sign as far as elements go. All right. Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? Alicia, you don't need to fight about whether it's fair or not. You know it's not fair, so you need to kind of assert yourself without question. You know what I mean? It's really that simple. You need to protect your resources. And if he thinks that you don't love him all of a sudden because you're not being an idiot, then he clearly doesn't love you or has respect for you. You need to protect your resources. All right, what do we have for Virgo? You don't even need to ask, okay? You don't need to stand up for yourself. Just do it. Just do it. When they're not listening, I even said he is free. As long as you're not hurting him, you have no ill will. You're just, oh, no worries. I'm just protecting what I've worked for. You know what I mean? You can keep doing what you're doing, but I'm protecting what I've worked for. You don't even need to ask. I mean, everyone has different opinions on that, but clearly it's something that's causing some mental distress for you. So you need to prioritize that. And if someone has a problem with you protecting your financial situation, that's a red flag. I mean, as long as you're helping with bills and stuff like that. I'm not saying to be greedy, but like, I even said he is free to leave if he is not happy. All right. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Virgo, what do we have for Virgo? Nike, just do it. I mean, men or women, if you have to protect, a relationship shouldn't threaten your security. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any fucking sense. All right, what do we have for Virgo and their person? What do we have for Virgo and their person? 3 shuffles. Like, nobody can control you without your consent. Okay? I used to be like that 2 years ago. I used to just not stand up for myself. And once you realize how easy it is just to stand up for yourself without any verbal context, you're going to be mad at yourself. Because it's pretty fucking easy. Okay? Sorry. All right. Virgo. Sorry, I got distracted. But it's pretty fucking easy. Whoever you're dealing with. Sorry, Virgo. Your overall energy. Temperance in reverse with the Queen of Wands. Nine of Wands in reverse, the Judgment. So, Virgo, I feel like you're lacking patience in a situation. I don't know. I feel like you may feel, because I feel like you're indulging into a situation to almost give into it. Let's just put it that way. You're giving into a situation out of pure indulgence. I do feel like you're very attracted to this person, but you may feel like this person, you may feel like, let's just put it this way. You may feel like you were trying to make a point to someone, or you were trying to express some type of principle or something you are passionate about, or you may have, you may have tried to express something you were passionate about to this person, whether it has something pertaining to your ethics of something, or whether it's your own passions and, something that you're doing. And you may feel like someone doesn't really have a lot of interest, or you may feel like someone's ignoring you, like you're trying to take action in a specific way, whether it's making changes to your appearance with the Queen of Wands, or whether you're expressing something that is very important to you. And you feel like someone doesn't really care or have any concern, or they're not interested, or it's not registering, and it's making you feel like what's the point? So I feel like you're indulging into some type of conversation, or you're giving in a way where, I mean, I'd be mindful of that Temperance in reverse, because the Temperance in reverse can be like almost going to the extremes sometimes on a personal level, or trying to indulge on a personal level, or trying to maybe having a hard time like recognizing that maybe the two of you are different and they're never going to be exactly like you. Because the Temperance in reverse can be very indulgent in the way where they're not willing to work with what you got. They're not willing to work with your energy and where you stand and your values. They're very indulgent. They lack patience. They lack tolerance. And it's like it inhibits any type of potential creation between a connection, because there's no integrating. There's no working with one another and, mixing the energies. It's just a straight up, this is how it's going to be. And I do feel like you're feeling frustrated because this person isn't picking up what you're laying down, and you're hitting a wall, or they're ignoring you, or you have this very passionate conversation where you express something of interest to you or what's important to you, and you feel like it's being ignored. And I feel like you may feel like you're fighting a losing battle here. Like this is almost a feeling of feeling like you're in something on your own. Because you feel like someone doesn't care, and it makes you feel like, okay, well, you must not be qualified to be with me. If you don't care about this, maybe it's a humanitarian project, or something that you're doing, or something that you're passionate about, or some type of creative expression. It's like you may be recognizing someone just straight up doesn't care, or you're getting like a very aloof energy when you're doing something, or even maybe you dressed up really nice, right, for someone. You dressed up really nice and you walk in the room and it's like they don't even bat an eye. It's like, the fuck? I don't know. Maybe someone doesn't care if you look like a hobo or if you look dolled up. They just think you're sexy either way. I don't know. Maybe you need to recognize maybe they really just don't care. You know what I mean? Would it be nice? Yeah, but maybe they really just don't care, because I do feel like there's some type of misunderstanding happening here where how someone is responding is causing you to feel like they lack certain qualities as a partner or potential partner, when really there's some type of misunderstanding where you may not be considering how they are. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So I feel like you're taking a passionate approach to express something of like maybe you're just showing it online, or you're sharing it, or you're verbally expressing it, or you're making changes to your appearance, and you just feel like someone doesn't care, or they're ignoring you to some degree. Okay. And it's making you feel like, damn, that's rough. Like, you don't even love me. Am I not good enough for you? Or are you even qualified to be with me if you don't know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? It's kind of like maybe if you are, if you go to church, or if you believe in God, or if you are a Buddhist, or whatever you do, you know what I mean? It would be nice to have someone that gets where you're coming from, and maybe you feel like they don't. It could be something like that too. So, Virgo, I feel like you're kind of giving into a situation, but it's kind of short-lived, where you kind of go all in to the point of potentially indulging, and then you feel let down because your efforts are not recognized, or your expression is not recognized, and it makes you feel like you are not good enough, or this person isn't qualified to be with you. Okay? And it kind of hurts. It does feel like it hurts a little bit, or it's like a bit of a wake-up call for you that you're fighting a losing battle, or you're the last man standing. That's the Nine of Wands in reverse, or someone that just feels like, what am I even doing here? Why am I even fighting for this? You know what I mean? Why do I even care? But there is a part of you that does care, I feel. At least cares enough to feel that sink in your gut when that you feel like you're being ignored. Okay? Now, whoever you're dealing with, Virgo, this is someone that... Virgo, I feel like this is someone that is... The two of you definitely have different priorities. I don't really feel like they're willing to adjust their work schedule or change. There's something here they're not willing to change associated with their work schedule, how they manage their time, their work-life balance. Like, honestly, this is someone that seems to be very focused on money or avoiding making any poor financial decisions. I don't know why that's coming up for them. But this is someone that is... Ten of Wands in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Honestly, Virgo, this person may just straight up not have the energy to put in the work for this situation because they feel like there's a lack of interest on your part. Now, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse can often be someone that loses interest because they're sick of waiting, or it's someone that feels like they're getting mixed signals. So they're not investing into the situation because they feel like they're getting mixed signals. Or, I don't know, they're not really interested. The Strength and the Justice card. This is someone that feels like they've already concluded this situation to some degree, or they feel like they have to hold back their vulnerability because of some type of cause and effect moment. So this person may already feel like they've already had some type of cause and effect moment with you, Virgo, that makes them feel like they can't be vulnerable. Like, this is someone that's biting their tongue, or they're not being vulnerable. For some of you, Virgo, this person... For some of you, this person, they're open to being fair and showing you compassion or showing you some type of loyalty. But when it comes to investing into something or putting in the work in a way that would cause them to change how they do things, I don't feel like they're open to do that. But they do have a lot of respect for you, and they're willing to be fair. But there's also some type of like cause and effect moment or personal understanding of their own integrity or their own values that makes them feel like, okay, I understand, Virgo, but at the same time, I'm not doing that. Or at the same time, I don't know, this person's in a space of like not willing, like trying to avoid a disaster, or this is someone that may be avoiding any major changes. I don't know. Are you coming off strong to someone this week, Virgo, where you're telling someone like, listen, I want to be with you, but you need to change this, that, and the third? Or you're expressing something of principle. The Queen of Wands can be great at, speaking or leading or expressing something of principle. Are you expressing something of principle and this person is not picking it up? Because it kind of makes me feel like this person is showing you respect, but they're not willing to dabble in that, or they're not willing to, like, wow, it's kind of like maybe you're saying, you know what I mean, I started something, or I started a fitness class, or I started a business or something like that. And it's like you feel like they are completely detached from what you're doing, where it feels like, do they even care? Does that make any sense? Because I feel like they're being respectful, but it's like, okay, Virgo, you go do your thing. Okay, go do your thing, Virgo. Go do your thing. You get him, girl. Go do your thing. Do it. I don't know. They're not clinging too tightly to... how does this person feel toward Virgo? I don't know. Eight of Wands in reverse. They may feel like you blocked them, or they feel like there's a distance, or they feel like there's a lack of progress between the two of you. Two of Wands in reverse. So this person may be feeling quite hesitant because there hasn't been a whole lot of passion, or nothing's been happening between the two of you. Nothing's been happening between the two of you. Things aren't moving forward. Things aren't progressing. Maybe they feel like there's blocks in communication, or there's a physical distance that makes this person feel limited, where they're having a hard time getting too involved because they're aware of aspects that are limiting them. So Virgo, I feel like you're doing something. Maybe it's a business. Queen of Wands is very entrepreneurial. You're doing something this week, and you're directly telling someone, or you're showing someone, you're expressing something of principle. This person is like, wow, you are so smart, or wow. But you feel that like detachment. I don't know. I still can't tell. What does this person want from Virgo? Anything? Death in reverse. And the Two of Cups. Well, this person doesn't want to end a partnership, or this person hasn't lost any love from you. They want a partnership. But they also want to avoid making any major changes. Like, they feel like to connect with you, if that would require any major changes on their part, they don't want to do that. Why? Because they feel quite confident in whatever it is that they're doing, and however it is they're doing it. So, and again, with your energy being the Temperance in reverse, you could be indulging where you think that in order to have a successful relationship, the two of us has to be the same, or we both have to be passionate about this and whatever. You know what I mean? That would be quite suffocating to always be clung to each other 24/7, wouldn't it? It's actually quite freeing. As long as this person's giving you the space to be you, that should be something admirable in itself. You know what I mean? But I do feel like they're doing that. They're like, wow, I have so much respect for you, or you're doing such a good job. I don't know, it's very, a regular day type of energy they're in over here. But I don't see them willing to go to work with you, or go to something with you. I don't know, maybe you got a work convention and you want them to come with you. I don't see them willing to do that. They feel like they already got enough going on. So I don't know, Virgo. I feel like, it's just a difference in values going on between the two of you that have you feeling like you're not good enough, or this person isn't good enough, or something like that. Okay? I don't know, just give me a card of advice for Virgo right quick. You do have a bit of a dramatic response. The Sun, be optimistic. Be happy. Don't worry. Don't worry about a thing, because everything's going to be all right. With the Wheel of Fortune, just relax. Wheel of Fortune talks about leaving things up to fate. Just do what you need to do. You know what I mean? Apply yourself in a way where you're moving forward. You're learning past lessons, but be optimistic. Luck is on your side. This is a powerful luck energy. Don't let like nuances or random waves of feeling absorb you to the point that you're not willing to let it go and keep moving forward. Okay, let me continue to enjoy my day. Oh, that felt weird, but let me continue to enjoy my day. I don't know, Virgo. I feel like you're wanting your person to be completely absorbed in what you do, or something like that. I don't know why it feels that way, but you do. When this is someone that is quite confident in who they are, and they do have respect for you. Their intentions with you, they want a partnership, but they don't want to change who they are to have that. They do love you. They respect you. Okay? So, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. We also have Leo, Libra, strong Leo, Scorpio, and Aries. Okay? Could be any sign as far as elements go. What's good, pretty gremlin karma? What's good, karma girl? Don't worry. Hey, do you know what? I got 2 beers left. Do you know what? Okay, I got an 8-pack. Okay, my birthday was way back when, like a month ago, okay? Forever. It was in May 29th. And I got an 8-pack, okay? I got an 8-pack of beer that I still have not finished. On my birthday, I drank 3. Then I drank another 3 on, when was it? Like last weekend. Yeah, that's what it was. Last weekend. And now I have 2 left. I have 2 left sitting in my fridge. I was like, should I have those tonight? No. No, I'm not. But I should. But yeah, it's taking me a long time to get through that 8-pack. For real. This is a new Alani drink. I don't know if anybody drinks Alanis. I drink them occasionally, but there's a new one, and I don't know if I like it, though. It's purple cotton candy. I don't think I like it. I think it's a little bit too weird for me. Oh, I don't know if it's a lightweight, because I never get drunk. I just get, I like feeling a little just light buzzed. I don't like the feeling of being drunk at all. It creeps me out. I don't like it. Thank you. It's fucking, I need to adjust it. It's kind of like wrinkled and shit. And you guys wouldn't believe what it's held up with. Because I'm in like like it's all metal, not metal. Fuck, what do you call it? Cement. Like where I am, it's all cement walls. So you can't actually pin anything. So I had to put it up with duct tape. So if it falls down one day, we'll reinstall it. We will reinstall it. You guys ever watch the Red Green Show? If she doesn't find you handsome, she'll for sure find you handy. Duct tape. Fuck. I don't even know if that's how it goes, but I remember watching that as a kid. But anyways, yeah, it's up with duct tape. I never got Velcro tape, but that would be a good idea. That would probably work a little bit better. Because the duct tape, it always falls, and then it's like wrinkled in some spots. You know what I'm saying? But whatever works, you know what I mean? Thought about Red Green. Yeah, I don't know how it goes. Whatever. If she doesn't find you handsome, she'll sure find you handy or whatever. But this has fell down so many times on me. But it still works. It's so good to see you, my gal. I'm happy to be on. For real. I'm just fucking happy. I sit sometimes, and sometimes I get so down on myself, and then I realize everything that's happening, and it's like, wow, you know what I mean? You guys ever do that? Like everything that I was thinking and planning and desiring last year is now happening. Like everything from getting a normal job to doing both YouTube and a job and going to school. Everything's happening, and I'm so happy. Sometimes you forget how that things are moving. Sometimes you forget that you're actually doing pretty fucking good. You know what I mean? It's weird. And sometimes things just need time where it's like you're actually manifesting even when you're not doing anything. You know what I mean? So if you think nothing's happening, it is. Hopefully, if you're at least planting seeds a little bit. But yeah, duct tape. Actually, when I started, like in my early year of like doing tarot, I remember using diaper boxes to hold my camera. And that was when my daughter was only like 1, I think. But I remember using diaper boxes. Anything, whatever fucking works. As long as we look good, you know what I'm saying? I mean, even with OTs. Stay in it. Need to pull myself out of it. Life is good. Yes, it is. just got to do whatever is in your control. You can't figure it out all at once. And I actually feel like Patrick Arundel, the astrologer, he said something about that today, where today was the day that we could get a little bit overwhelmed with everything and the details of things and trying to do too much and just to kind of stay grounded. He said something like that. I may have butchered that, but it was along those lines. And I found myself getting a little bit worked up today. I actually went on my walk, and I normally walk a very specific route. And I like getting that in because it gets most of my steps in, right? I pretty much come close to 10,000 just in that walk. And today I ended up doing half that because my ankle was hurting, because I ended up wearing a different pair of shoes because it was raining and I didn't want to get my runners muddy. So I wore a different pair of shoes, and then I felt a little bit down over something so stupid, like, oh my God, I only walked for like a half hour, or it might have been only 25 minutes, because I'm like, I gotta go home. These boots are not made for walking at all. Thank you, Missy girl. Take your daughter for a fun day. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. Me and my daughter is actually having a fun day tomorrow. We have a whole day planned tomorrow. I've been feeling bad because I haven't been with her as much lately, and I'm feeling really bad. So tomorrow we have a whole day with just me and her, and we have it all planned out. So she's looking forward to that. But thank you. I really appreciate that. That is very generous of you. I remember you doing tarot in a corner several houses ago. You and Butch, I believe, were fighting at the time. Probably. This was a few years ago. Yeah. Me and Butch were fighting at the time. Yeah, me and Butch haven't had the easiest relationship, but I think it is what it is. We've kind of accepted our reality, and we've matured, and we've both actively been working on ourselves, and I think it's great. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think I might have been living in a different spot. I honestly have the worst of luck. Like, I don't think the universe wanted me to move, I swear to God. I think the universe wanted me to be doing what I'm doing right now, because every time I would get a place, I would have an issue, like an issue that was bad. You know what I mean? Like my last place, for example. Well, my first place, I actually loved it. That was the place I was in for a while. I was there like almost a year, and he ended up selling it. Okay. And then I had another place where that was my most recent place. The hot water would not work. Okay. I couldn't even have like a 10-minute shower without the water going cold. So me and my daughter would have to like share the shower, right? And I contacted them and I said, there's something wrong with the water. I'm not getting any hot water, and I'm not going to take cold showers. Thank you. And so after a while, they sent a guy out and said, oh, it should be fixed now. So I used it. It was not fixed. And they were so rude to me. I think they didn't even live in this province, the owners. And then they ended up selling too, by the way. But they would not fix the hot water. And they were basically trying to gaslight me, like I must be lying or something. Like, no, the hot water is not working. Which is an issue, because I like my showers. I shower every single day. I mean, I don't wash my hair every day, but I shower every day. They stay fighting. They stay fighting. Listen, honestly, we don't really fight anymore. I think we're both exhausted with it, to be honest with you. I mean, we bicker sometimes, but I think, I don't fucking know, you know. Who does, like, you know, I think I probably shouldn't have. I'm not going to lie with you. I didn't want to be as vulnerable about my relationship as I was a few years back, but I literally felt like I had no other choice, just to put it in perspective. I had no one. I had no help. Because I do regret being vulnerable about it, but at the same time, at the time, I can't regret it because I knew I didn't have any other choice. The place, I'm remembering you were there for a long time. You didn't want to leave, if I remember. Oh, that was probably my first place. Yeah, I really, really liked that house. I loved that place. And the guy I rented from, he never lived in this province, but he was the nicest guy ever. He was so nice. Like he would actually like, he wanted me to feel comfortable and everything. Like, he was so nice, and it was actually very affordable for what it was. Like, it was a really nice spot. But yeah, he ended up selling. But I really like that place. I would have kept that place even if I wasn't living there because it was just a really cozy spot. Helps you through. I don't remember where you were when I started. Like, are you talking about the place that had the... Well, I guess 2 places had that, but it doesn't matter. What's your take if the person with Virgo rising cheats and betrays and then self-sabotages? Well, that doesn't really have anything to do with the rising, really. That's just someone that has not healed. They're going through something. I'm not saying justifies it in any way, but generally someone that's cheating, or they're always self-sabotaging, or they're destructive, they don't have anything to hold on to, or there's not even anything within them to hold on to hold themselves accountable. Because naturally when someone is healed and they're in connection with God or a higher power, they have an inner compass that holds themselves accountable, and they have the ability to self-punish when necessary. They have the ability to hold themselves accountable for their shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't need no one to tell them or anything like that. And someone that self-sabotages or cheats a lot is someone that has a lot of shit that has nothing to do with you that they haven't figured out yet or even realized. You know what I mean? They could be dabbling with their own enemies, for crying out loud. They could be... I mean, that's someone that just hasn't discovered themselves yet, and they're lost, right? That's why, metaphorically speaking, when someone says, okay, well, when you're a Christian or when you have a relationship with God or source or whatever, you should find someone that is like-minded and very similar. Why? Because I'm not talking about someone that goes to church all the time. I'm someone that actually has a connection with God. They know thyself. Why? Because they know God. They have a meaning, a reason, and intention behind everything they do. You know what I mean? When you're with someone that's lost and just looking for someone to distract them and make them feel happy, they're going to sabotage the relationship at some point, or it's just going to be an aimless type of relationship. I don't know. Like, you want someone that is not chasing temporary satisfaction, and they know thyself. But that has nothing to do with their zodiac sign, really. That's just a spiritual being fighting it within, and they don't know what's going on. They probably don't even know what's going on with them yet. Like, a lot of us don't even know until we know. You know what I mean? Like, we're all human. We're here to figure that out. And we're always going to discover different things, not necessarily always relating to pain or trauma, but in relation to our own capabilities or our own growth, or, you know, how we can give back. You know what I mean? That's honestly why I want to go to school, because what I'm doing is something that I feel has purpose, and it's like, it's my way of giving back in a real way, because we always have to balance the duality, because we live in a world of duality, and we can't live in la la land all the time. We have to take an aspect of the spiritual side and bring it in a real way. It's like High Priestess and Hierophant. Hierophant applies things in a real way. High Priestess is the one that pulls it in through the crown. You know what I mean? Too many projects, too many assumptions. We all hear healing. Yeah, healing. Someone is either connected to spirit or higher power, or they're not. I think we all have the ability to be connected. You know what I mean? It's just, we're all distracted. And a lot of us were vulnerable. We were little, right? It all started from when you were little and you were vulnerable. You know what I mean? And you had to go through certain experiences to get the information you needed, because some people do have great guidance from a young age. Other people have to go through things to actually get the guidance they need, whether they discover that guidance or they find a mentor, or they, you know what I mean? But I think everybody has the ability to be connected to a higher power. Some people are just in the dark in a much deeper way than others. You know what I mean? And that's where self-sabotage can become scary, because sometimes, because the deeper you are, the harder it's going to be to get out of that, but you can. But then blaming and going, blocked you and then unblocked you after a month in contact. I made friends with my demons and they... Exactly. Like, as a spiritual healed being, you should know your weaknesses. You should know what you should avoid. You should know thyself enough to even, you know, and when I say self-punish, like, self-punish is just an act of faith, because you already know if you don't self-punish in a way where you take accountability, or you don't act in a way where, okay, now you're making up for that, whatever it was, karma's going to do it for you. There's no avoiding it. You know what I mean? So taking accountability is almost an act of faith. You know what I mean? It's damage control, because you know God is real. You know karma is real. You know what I mean? A video of yourself working out to the tech views fake, and it took me forever to find that song, but I really liked it. I don't even know what that song is called or what that song is. It was probably just recommended. Sometimes I just click whatever song is recommended. But it probably was good. I pick good music. Like Soul Kate. Anyways, I gotta get moving forward. But that's why it's funny when you see some people that try to, like, run from their shit. Like, oh, I'm a Christian now, or I'm a spiritual being now. I'm in a cult now. I'm this now, and they completely disregard all their wrongdoings from their past. You know what I'm saying? Or all their fuck ups. And everybody's shit is different, and some is worse than others. It's true, but it's like, the fuck? Who the fuck you think you are? You know what I mean? Like, you can't run from it. Karma's gonna get you. It's just how it is. It's how it works. So even my experience, you know, I had a bit of a moment where, you know, for years I thought a specific person from my childhood never got karma, and I always thought it was so unfair. Like, it didn't make any sense. And then I found out some things that made me realize, oh, you know what I mean? So, like, it is what it is. But, like, it's important to take accountability, and, like, biblically it'd be like repentance, right? But, like, the church, sometimes people like to hide behind the church or hide behind the Bible. Oh, they don't need to do everything because God's dealing with it. God works through you, my dude. Through you. I mean, you can't, it's not to hide behind. That's so embarrassing. If I was God, I would just be so embarrassed. I don't own him. I'm just joking. God loves you, for real. But, like, don't use him as, like, a shield for all your bullshit. Be real. All right, what do we have for Libra? But thank you, Missy girl. I appreciate that. All right, Libra. And sometimes it's not that literal. Sometimes you may do things literally where it's like, okay, I got to make up for that. And sometimes it's more of an energetic thing where if you're not paying attention to your energy, right, or you constantly ignore how something makes you feel, you constantly ignore the oppression of your own choices, whether that's in relationships, whether that's in money situations, you're constantly feeling that way. And you're ignoring that as if, like, oh, this is normal, I guess. That's going to cause karma too. That's going to cause some type of backlash too, right? Your energy is so valuable. Like, your energy requires your attention. You know what I mean? You can't just suppress everything and expect it not to manifest into some type of issue. You know what I mean? All right, let's move forward to Libra. What do we have for Libra and their person? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Libra, King of Cups and the Five of Wands in reverse. I like this. Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles. You seem to be fixing something with someone, agreeing to something, clearing the air with someone. I do feel like it's you initiating this, okay? You can read it reversed, especially for the feminine, but take it how you need to take it. But I do feel like you're clearing the air with someone. You're in a space where you're willing to try to gain understanding when it comes to some type of misunderstanding. And I feel like you're trying to inspire some type of action by actively working on something or fixing something. You want to fix something, okay? You want to fix something or clear the air with someone. You're sick of the drama or the conflict. You're learning that there's been some type of misunderstanding is what I feel. And you're avoiding being victimized by that misunderstanding, or you're avoiding overthinking it. Like sometimes people can get in that Eight of Swords energy where they're paralyzed by embarrassment. Oh my God, how could they think that about me? Or oh my God, they're now gossiping about me because they think this, that, and the third, instead of just dealing with it head on. You know what I mean? But you're dealing with something head on. Like you're recognizing there's been a misunderstanding. You're taking action in hopes to inspire this person to learn that there's been a misunderstanding of some sort. And I feel like you do love this person, or you care about this person, or you're trying to handle something maturely. Why? Because you want to give this person your full support. Okay? So, I don't know. I feel like you're very attracted to this person. You're trying to inspire, a solution. Yours is pretty point blank, period. Let's resolve this. There's been a misunderstanding. No, I didn't mean that. What? So, something is being brought to your attention that makes you feel like this person misunderstood you, or there's been some type of clash of values, maybe misunderstanding because of values. I don't know. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Libra, I don't know. I don't really see this as someone that's willing to swallow their pride. They feel like you have ill intentions. They're not willing to take accountability for how they may have sabotaged the situation. This is someone that is still very hesitant. They're not confident. They're intentionally limiting. They're intentionally limiting anything that could cause any type of growth between the two of you. I don't know why. I don't know. This person feels like you don't have good intentions. Three of Cups in reverse, potentially because there's a third party energy, or they heard rumors. Some of you are dealing with someone that is prioritizing what someone else said rather than what you're saying. And instead of getting wrapped up into that, you got to ask yourself, why am I trying to be with someone that listens to some random person over me? Okay. But I don't know. You're kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt. You're trying to clear it up. But this person feels humiliated, or there's some type of like issue that humiliated them or made them feel some type of way, surrounding rumors, drama, a third party, something along those lines. Maybe something that they've seen. They could have seen you with someone in town, some type of misconnection or something like that. But I don't see them being fair with you. They're in their ego. Six of Wands in reverse can be like pride before a fall type of energy. So I don't know. I don't feel like this person is budging too much. Seven of Cups in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So I don't know. They're not doing anything. They're not working on it. They're not willing to work on it. They're not doing anything. They're not taking any action. They're being quite cocky, in fact. So not only has there been a misunderstanding because of some type of something they've seen or some type of rumor or third party, they're also being very cocky about it. And the more you feed into it, the more they're probably going to feel confident in their view. So, I feel like you're giving it your best shot, but it's not really doing much, or this person isn't cooperating. I mean, what is this person's true feelings for Libra? Four of Wands in reverse. Three of Pentacles. Well, they're not welcoming some type of third-party energy, or they're not welcoming working together. This could be a colleague or someone that shares similar interests. They're not welcoming any type of association. I don't know. This person seems kind of dinky. Because I get maybe they just don't want to be with you or something, right? Or they're mad at you, but they're not even being direct into it. They're just being cocky and arrogant and prideful. I don't know. Maybe you barely know them. I don't know. But it's like they're not content. They may not be happy because of someone that you're associating yourself with too, Libra. Like they're not happy because you're associating yourself with someone else in the workplace, or you're being a team player with someone else that's not affiliated with them. One more. Oh, you're dealing with someone that's kind of stuck in their ways. They feel, I mean, honestly, with the King of Pentacles, you're dealing with someone that isn't really wanting to put any energy into love this week. They're all about their money, their status, how they're perceived, wanting to maintain their image. This person's image is very important to them. Not necessarily in a manipulative way, but it's like they take pride in their image or what they give their energy to. This is someone that takes a practical approach to what they give their energy to. They're very traditional. But they're not happy with something that you're associating with, or they're not welcoming any type of collaboration or team effort because they feel like it doesn't really resonate with them to some degree. So I don't know, you're over here giving it your best shot. You're very clear, but I don't see this person budging. And they may annoy you because the more you give into it, the more they're being all egotistic about it. Like, shoo. It's giving me that type of energy, like shoo. You know what I mean? I remember when I was young, like I think I was like 16 or 17. Anyways, I had one of my best friends was a guy. His name was Jordan. And we were close for the longest time. Like we would go on random drives at 3 a.m, like to the city, like just for something to do. Like he was just like, there was never any intimacy or attraction. He was just one of my best friends. And I remember I had issues with a family member at like 3 a.m, and he woke up, came and picked me up and all of that at like 3 a.m. Like he was a really great guy, but he was like one of my closest friends. But he was very like set in his ways. Like he always wanted to be a police officer. Like he would never buy anyone alcohol, like because he was a bit older than me. Like he would never do anything illegal, right? Which was fine. I loved that about him because actually at the time I wanted to be a police officer. But one time I was with another one of our friends, and he drove past, and I was trying, like he seen me smoking weed, right? Now, mind you, I wasn't a weed smoker, but like it was just a moment where there was a bunch of us and I just tried it, okay? Like I literally just tried it. I don't even remember if I got high. And he's seen that, and he wouldn't talk to me ever since. Like he was so mad at me. Like, and it made me feel like, what the fuck? Like I thought you were my best friend. Like you're really not going to talk to me because I tried a joint? Are you serious? But it made me feel like shit. Like I really felt like shit about it. Like, damn, I'm really questioning my life right now. But this is kind of what I get from this person. Like they're like something, there was that one thing that now all of a sudden you're like, oh, and it's very, it is what it is, but it's like, it's kind of unfortunate. You know what I mean? I thought it was messed up, and even like, but like, I get it. Like he really took things seriously. Like he was such a good guy. Like he really was. And I wish all the best for him. I haven't even tried to talk to him since then. Actually, I think he is over it, because when I lived in Nova Scotia there for a couple years, this is when my boys were young. They were only like babies. pretty much. He actually said we should go out for coffee, and that was years after the fact. So I think he would have got over it, but shortly after that happened with us, I ended up moving to Alberta. So it was sad. But it made me feel like so bad because like the fuck, I thought we were best friends. It was just a shitty, but this is kind of what I feel. Like something is making you feel like, damn, you really are gonna be like that? Okay. But yeah, they're being quite arrogant. So you could be dealing with a Libra. We have Sagittarius. All right. Scorpio. Yeah, me and Jordan were on the fire department together. Like, we would just go to the fire department in the middle of the night during the summer and, like, work out. And, like, he was, like, my right-hand man. Like, there was no intimacy, though, but it was, like, he was my best friend. It just sucked because, like, oh, my God, you see me smoking a joint, and now all of a sudden I'm, like, criminal. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was so sad. But whatever. And we literally never talked since except for about 10 years ago. He offered to go out for coffee, but that's when I was with Junior, and Junior wasn't really okay with that, obviously. All right, we're moving on. What do we have for Scorpio? Scorpio. One more. What do we have for Scorpio and their person? 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Scorpio, the 9 of Swords and the 2 of Cups. What has got you stressed? Oh my God. So I do feel like you're with someone, Scorpio, or you're physically with someone, or you're in some type of partnership, or there is that opportunity, but you're thinking very negatively on it. And I feel like you are stressed yourself because you're aware of facts that make you feel like you're repeating some type of pattern. Because I feel like there is something here you're overthinking. There's extreme confusion. A lot of you guys are not expressing much to this person either. And it's odd because I do feel like you're in an actual relationship with this person, or the 2 of you are coming together this week, okay? There's some type of coming together happening for you and someone else, but you are thinking negatively on it, or it's stressing you out because you feel like you're repeating some type of pattern, or you feel like this person is not on the same page, or you're having a hard time convincing yourself that this is good for you. And it's likely because there's already so much destruction or chaos going on in your life that it has you not really being quite optimistic. And the fact that you're not expressing your confusion, or you're not expressing some type of sudden change or whatever it may be, is making you kind of keep your thoughts to yourself and get stuck in your own, like, you're kind of stuck in your head here. You're feeling limited. You're limited by your own anxieties. You're feeling trapped because we did have the Hangman too. Some of you guys are feeling trapped. I mean, give me one more than that 9 of Swords. Why are you so... Queen of Pentacles. A lot of you guys are just stressed because you got a lot on your plate. The Queen of Pentacles is someone that does have a lot of responsibilities to tend to, and she's wanting to tend to those, and she does. It's like you're in a space of, like, I feel like you're worried that this relationship is... I feel like you're worried about committing to someone because they don't do their part, or you feel like there's a lack of cooperation or some type of repetitive pattern that always makes you feel degraded for giving into it at all. There's something here that's making you feel stupid for giving into something at all. I don't know, some of you guys are embarrassed of your relationship, or you're embarrassed of something, or you come together with someone and there's a lot, you're feeling embarrassed. I don't know, you are thinking negatively on a relationship. I do feel like this is a relationship. I mean, if it's not you in the relationship, you're thinking negatively on a relationship someone else is in. Okay? And it has you not implementing whatever you can to make something happen because you feel like there's nothing you can do because this person's in a relationship. Okay? So yeah, some of you, if you're not in a relationship with this person, you think about this person a lot, but you're trying to be responsible about the fact that you're limited because this person's in a relationship, and you feel like there's nothing you can do. You're kind of trapped. And others of you, you're thinking negatively about your own relationship. Okay. Give me a card of advice for those who are in a relationship. The Emperor. So you may have to be in a bit of a is what it is type of mindset. The Emperor has a lot of self-control, right? They can put emotional biases to the side. So for those of you in a relationship that you're a little bit unsure of, or you're in your head about, or you're stressing about, you may have to be in a bit of a is what it is situation and do what's in your control, right? And not allow yourself to take advantage of situations. Like I always say, the most sensitive person only wins if you rely on the most sensitive person, right? Don't allow yourself to rely on situations that you don't even know if you are fully invested into. Don't allow yourself to take from situations that you don't know if you can show up for. That type of energy. Like this is needing to have some element of control in your life and be in a it is what it is type of mind space to regain control, or there needs to be some type of self-control. I don't know. Do what's in your control if you're in a relationship, or accept something is what it is at this moment in time. But be fair. Don't take advantage of your confusion or emotions or anything like that. Like, do your part, or you're just going to get entangled even more so. So whoever you're dealing with, I don't know, I feel like this is someone that's low-key trying to get your attention, okay? Whether you're with them or not, because again, some of you, you're not, but you're stressed because they're in a relationship. This is definitely someone that's been admiring you or crushing on you, or it's like they really do, they think you're cute, okay? But it's like this is someone that is seizing the opportunity to say things to trigger you or to get your attention, or this is someone that's pushing for attention, likely by running their mouth or saying things, or you know, kind of being quite aimless. It's that energy where if they, you know, a year down the road, if they knew that they were gonna fuck things up by doing what they're doing, they probably wouldn't do it, okay? It's like I feel like someone's being a bit aimless. They're kind of going in with their armor. They do actually care about you, though, and admire you. But they think you've walked away. See, the problem is with this person, Scorpio, is I feel like they value attention more than they do you. Okay? That's the problem, because I don't really see them interested in putting in the work. All the opportunities they're seizing is to try to get your attention or make you jealous or whatever it may be. And I feel like they do truly value attention more than they do you. Even though there's feelings, they don't have any intention on laying those feelings out in the future. It's almost like someone that, oh, this feels nice. This is different. I never got attention like this. Or I want Scorpio's attention. This is nice. But they have no long-term plans in the situation. So what is that exactly? Two of Swords. I don't really feel like this person knows what they want, but this week they're more so aiming to get your attention, even if that's being a dink or saying things to get your attention or trying to make you jealous even. They're pushing. See, this is someone that is pushing for you to compliment them, or pushing for you to apologize even, or pushing for you to express something. What does this person want with Scorpio? Do they even want anything? Knight of Wands. They want attention, boo. This person, even if you're in a and the Page of Swords, this person wants to see, how are you reacting to this? How are you reacting to that? Even if you're in a long-term relationship with this person, that could be all they're about. They think your job and your mission in life is to make them feel like good. You know what I mean? They want attention. Even, like, it could be someone that the only time they act or do anything in the relationship is when they're trying to like get some type of attention. It's like they're not a grown adult. It's like they don't do things unless you're recognizing it or something like that. You know what I mean? Or whatever. I don't know. But it's like this person wants your attention. The High Priestess in reverse. Okay. Some of you, this is someone that is mainly sexually attracted to you, or it's more of a lustful thing. But I feel like this person is addicted to like being admired. This person wants to be admired by you. Give me one more in that Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Cups. So this person may not be interested in associating themselves with a third party, but they still want your attention. So I don't know, this person, I don't know if they're in a relationship and they're wanting your attention, or they feel like you're in a relationship but they still want your attention. I don't know, this person wants your attention, but they're not willing to put in the work when it comes to being friends or anything like that because they feel like there's a third party. Why? Ten of Pentacles. I don't know, something is well established, or this is someone, okay, this is getting toxic. I don't know, they feel like they have nothing to offer you because you've already established some type of very successful relationship or a successful situation for yourself, or this person feels like they've established some type of success, even if that is rooted in money and power and whatever it is. They feel like they're stable, they're content, they're secure, which is why they're not interested, or they feel like you are content and secure, so what the fuck can they bring to you? But they still want your attention, they want to be admired, they want to be validated. So if you're in a relationship with this person, this is someone that may lack, like they don't really put any effort in when it comes to just having fun with you or going on a date or just being playful with you or anything like that. But they feel like the two of you have a very solid, well-established relationship. So, I don't know. But you're stressed. Give me another general card of advice for Scorpio. But yeah, again, we had the Emperor for your advice initially. The Chariot. You need to take control. You need to take control, do what's in your control. The Chariot is not letting those like nuance emotions or like inner chaos, you know, issues, unresolved issues, or, you know, things that the moment we start thinking about it or focusing on it, we kind of disassociate or we don't do anything. It's unproductive. We can't do anything about it right now. This is like focusing on what you can do right now. Avoid any type of conflict. The Chariot is someone that has a lot of willpower and discipline when it comes to conflict, really. Losing their grip on situations because of emotional issues, especially when it comes to family, you know, living together, whatever it may be. It's like needing to kind of keep moving forward. Some of you guys need to buy yourself a vehicle too. That's for some of you. But it's like doing what's in your control, not getting lost in the sauce of those little fluctuations of emotion or fuck, he pisses me off or like whatever. Just like, you know what I mean? Just like going through the motions and just reinforcing the fact that I can't control anything until I have control. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Also, if you're not in a relationship with this person, this is about needing to keep your distance and have some element of self-control. Don't lose your grip. Don't give this person control. So a lot of control is needed. Discipline, willpower. not even being biased, right? Like being the CEO of your life type of thing, not letting little emotions fuck you up. Because you're on it, you're moving toward a new destination. Okay, that's the best way. It's like you're moving toward a new destination, but you got to get a grip or get control of a current situation or feeling or something like that. Some of you guys may need to move as well, but again, you still need to take control first. But keep your distance. Okay. You have the power to do this. You have the authority. You may have a lot of authoritative energy that you may not even realize, and people know that about you. All right, but you could be dealing with the Leo. We have Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Could be any sign though as far as elements go. All right. You're welcome, Boss Lisa. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius? Your Sagittarius sun and moon. I love Sag moons, for real, for real. I'm a Sag moon too, and it's been known that Sag moons, we all are besties. We all fuck with each other. I love Sag moons. I've never met a Sag moon I don't like. I like you all. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius? And their person. 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Sag, Page of Wands in reverse and the 4 of Swords. So I feel like you're procrastinating communicating with someone or planning something. 3 of Pentacles. You are cooperating with someone, but you're holding back when it comes to some type of communication. I don't know why. Let's hold on. Ooh. So let's put it this way. You have an opportunity this week to get on the same page with someone, have an honest conversation with someone. But I feel like there's this energy where you're avoiding getting hurt or you're avoiding an ending even. Okay, there's a lot of fear. The Page of Wands in reverse can simply be someone that is fearful, you know, procrastinating, fearing that someone is full of shit, you know, fearing that something is fake, fearing that you can't trust someone. See, because with the 4 of Swords, you are in a bit of a self-protection mode where you're taking your time when it comes to the follow-through of anything. But I do feel like you're cooperating to some extent, but you are quite detached, or it's like, I don't know, you're willing to hear this person out. Like you're avoiding playing victim, you're avoiding bitching, you're avoiding, you know, and I don't know, you're cooperating with someone, but you fear communicating either your interest or you fear this person is bad news for you for whatever reason. Some of you guys fear connecting with this person because you work with this person, okay? So, or there's some type of issue around associating with this person for whatever reason. So you are holding back. You're holding back that spontaneity or that passion, or you're holding back. You're not being impulsive, but you are receptive. You're receptive to cooperate, and you're trying to avoid an ending. Some of you guys are literally just receptive to cooperate because you are trying to avoid an ending, and you're procrastinating communicating something that you've been thinking about because you feel like it may open up a conversation you don't want to have this week. Okay. Either way, you're cooperating with someone, but you're giving them a very detached vibe because you're not sure if you can trust it. You could work with them too. Now, whoever you're dealing with, see, now I understand. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Cancer, because, or was it Cancer? Maybe not. Or Libra, maybe. I don't know. Someone had this energy. But this is someone that wants to turn over a new leaf with you. They want to be honest with you. They want to confess some things with you. Some of you, you're receiving a confession or some type of honesty, but you don't believe it, okay? But this is someone that wants to ask for forgiveness associated with some type of betrayal, or this is someone that is expressing something that's been bothering them. Even if it's a long-term relationship, this is someone that is just expressing something that's been causing them a lot of mental torment, okay, associated with things that are causing them to feel insecure, either financially or within their own well-being, okay? So this is someone that's being very open and expressive. They're trying to be realistic while also trying to approach the situation with their best foot. They do have a conscience. If you're wondering if they regret what they did, if there was some type of betrayal, they do. But this is someone that is trying to give you their full support. Okay? They have regrets, or if it's a new person, this is someone that does have a conscience. Like, this is someone that is aware of some type of betrayal. And it's like someone that doesn't really want to hurt you, okay? But you don't believe it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that love bomber dude that is like, of course it's too good to be true or something like that. I don't know. Someone is giving you their full love and support, but you don't believe it. So whether it's new or old, the Hermit, you're dealing with someone very, very, could be an older man or someone older than you. It doesn't have to be a man. But the Hermit isn't necessarily an older person, but they're someone that's very wise, very practical, maybe a little bit of a loner. Like, this is someone that tends to be wise when it comes to talking about certain things. So 9 of Swords in reverse to the Hermit, that's someone that, like, knows, okay, well, when I'm around this group of people, I'm not going to talk about this because they don't, you know. It's like someone that if the two of you do have an open conversation, it's someone that you can trust to tell things to, for example. Okay? Like, this is someone that is trying to avoid, you know, gossiping, or they're trying to avoid, I don't know, they think less negatively of you. Now, if this is a past person, this is someone that is expressing apologies to you. They regret what they did. They want to confess something to you. They're thinking less negatively on you as well. There is still some, like, trust issues they have with their own judgment. But they are still putting their best foot forward. I don't know, they love you, they care about you, or they want to support you. They're a little bit torn, though. If they never hurt you, or if there was no betrayal, this person is just torn that they're receiving a superficial view from you. But either way, it's like this person does have some insecurities, but it's like they're trying to support you, or they feel like you have insecurities, and they're trying to support you with whatever those are. World in reverse. They feel like you have unfinished business. This person feels like things are not done between the two of you. They're trying to seek some type of closure, or this person feels like you are someone of significance for them. I don't know. It kind of feels like that person that you see often, or you talk to often. It's like, I feel like the two of you are having a very honest or vulnerable conversation, or this person's being vulnerable, but they're trying to be wise. It's like this is someone that's not saying things to other people. But it's like they do have some tension. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. Thinking less negatively. For some of you, this is someone that may feel like they made an incorrect judgment on you, or a mistake. The High Priestess in reverse can be, you know, when secrets come to the surface that make someone realize that they made a mistake, right? So whether secrets came out about them, or whether, you know, they realized that they made an incorrect judgment on you, or their intuition was wrong. So I don't know, someone's giving you their full support. You feel like this person could be fake or full of it. You're avoiding bitching about it. You're kind of allowing it to play out. You're open to hear what they have to say. You could work with this person. You fear associating yourself with this person, though, for whatever reason, whether they are a third party. I don't know, maybe you guys are already wrapped up into a situation, whether they're a third party or you feel like you're flogging a dead horse here. You fear associating yourself with this person. But either way, this person is opening their heart to you or confessing. Give me more on that Seven of Swords in reverse. Let's be nosy. Ace of Cups in reverse. For some of you, this is someone that is expressing that they regret not expressing their feelings, really. This is someone that's being honest about something that they feel. Like, for example, this person feels like the reason you're not being expressive with them is because of something that makes you feel quite bitter toward them, or you have suppressed feelings toward them. So now they're being honest about their regrets about not expressing their feelings about something, because now they feel like you don't trust them for whatever reason. So there's something about their feelings. One more on that. This person may feel like they were foolish or childish before with you, or they lacked faith for whatever reason. I don't know. This person regrets like being foolish or childish, and now they feel like it caused pent up emotions with you, or something along those lines, where now they feel like you closed yourself off. Like, okay, that fountain is done. It's dried up. They feel like you've dried up. Not in that way, but you get what I'm saying. But you could be doing, but I don't know. I feel like they're giving you their full support. They're being very expressive about something that caused them mental torment, that has them being wise when it comes to addressing certain things, but they realized they were wrong, and now they're feeling unfinished business with you, see? And you are dealing with someone very mature or grounded. They want to address unfinished business with you. Sorry, I smell burning. But then I remembered it's summer. Maybe someone's having a campfire. If it gets worse, I'll check it out. Okay, but you could be dealing with an Aries. We have Virgo. Aries, Virgo, or Pisces. Let me just go see what that smell is. I smell something. Okay, I don't know. All right, sorry about that. I just had to make sure. All right, Capricorn. Let's see. I'm an Aries rising. Aries rising. All right, what do we have for Capricorn and their person? What do we have for Capricorn and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Capricorn, Justice in reverse and the Fool in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Oh. All right, so Capricorn, I don't really feel like things are going in your favor when it comes to you and this person. To be quite honest with you, Seven of Swords in reverse, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know, this kind of screams to me, Capricorn, being outsmarted by the lack of investment. Okay, so I don't know if you felt as though, because there is something here that you may have been waiting on, but someone isn't returning any energy on something and it's making you feel left out, or it's making you feel stuck with only your own emotions and regret about a situation, and you feel you're having a hard time moving on from something, but at the same time, the lack of progress has you feeling like stuck. Justice in reverse. Some of you guys, the reason things are not going in your favor with this person is because you're not being honest or you're not taking accountability for something. Give me one more in the Justice in reverse. The Nine of Wands in reverse. I don't know, so Justice in reverse is saying things are not working out in your favor, or you're not, it's like things not working out in your favor. Feeling like you're the last man standing, or, you know, but the Nine of Wands in reverse is also someone that can become quite relentless, or they're refusing to compromise, or the less attention they get, that much harder they go in on whatever they're being stubborn about. And it can be quite relentless because they're just fatigued and they're just putting it out straight, like this is how it's going to be, or this is how it should be, or this is what I want, or you had a very specific desire for a specific outcome that is not happening. And with the Seven of Swords in reverse, I don't know, it's kind of making me feel, Capricorn, like you thought eventually someone would invest into a situation and they're not. And it's making you feel a bit outsmarted in a situation. You are feeling the loss of someone. Some of you may be regretting some type of poor investment. But at the same time, with Justice in reverse, you may not be taking accountability for that, which is why things are not going in your favor. I mean, to some degree, I mean, it's not really black or white, but either way, Capricorn, I don't see you investing into anything because there's no return happening for you to even follow through with where it has you motivated to invest into anything. So, I mean, give me one more in that Seven of Swords in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. You may be regretting, you know, saying something that wasn't true, or you may, the Page of Wands in reverse can be like, you know, fake news. Whether you believed fake news about a situation, Capricorn, maybe you heard something about this person and you kind of went with it, and it caused you to make poor investments, or it caused you to not receive a return. Why? Because there was a decision that was not derived from truth, or you regret not communicating with this person, or leaving this person on red, or being fake with this person, something like that. Either way, nothing is really happening. And you have a lot of regret. You're definitely regretting something. Some of you guys, I feel like a lot of you guys are regretting, like, believing something about someone, or you're regretting being fake, or saying something that wasn't true. It's kind of like when you're mad. Sometimes, like, we can say things that aren't true if we don't watch it. You may be regretting that. I don't know. But you have regrets, and you're not... this week, it feels like nothing is happening. You may attempt to apologize or confess, you know, something being fake as well. But I feel like you're going to attempt to confess something. But even with that confession, I don't feel like it's going to cause a return, at least right away. Whoever you're dealing with, Capricorn. So this is someone that is being very pessimistic on the partnership between the two of you. Some of you are with this person, and for others of you, this is someone that's already in another relationship, okay? And they're avoiding being vulnerable about something that embarrassed them or something that made them feel some type of way, something of that nature. They may feel somewhat victimized to some degree. King of Pentacles. So if you're not in a relationship with this person, I feel like this is someone that is actively pursuing a relationship with someone else, and they made a decision to do that, and they're taking whatever that is quite seriously, and they may feel somewhat victimized or gaslit as to why they avoided being vulnerable about a situation. If you're in a relationship with this person, this is someone that is being quite pessimistic towards you. And they may be avoiding being vulnerable about things that are causing them to overthink something along those lines. Someone may be overthinking. They have a lot of anxieties around this relationship. They're still showing up in a practical way and tending to the kiddos, tending to the bills, tending to their work. It's like this is someone that is showing up in a practical way, but they're quite pessimistic towards you. They may feel like mutually... If you're in a relationship, they may feel like you're mutually both only holding on to that relationship to have a place to live, type of thing. It's just oh, we do have the Lovers, though, and the Emperor. The Lovers and the Emperor. Ten of Cups. I like that. So if you're in a relationship, this is someone that is actively making better choices to control themselves and kind of... Like, this is someone that is actively making better choices to take this relationship more seriously, okay? They're even prioritizing intimacy, you know, being with you in the physical more, something along those lines. If you're in a relationship, I feel like this is someone that is having some type of realization that it's not going to get better unless I actively try to make it better. And I don't see that energy too much, unfortunately, when it comes to like long-term relationships. So if you're in a relationship, I feel like this is someone that is going to be actively trying to make the relationship better, because they feel like you have children together, or they're really prioritizing family, or they're trying to, like, you know what I mean? Have a fully operational ship, okay, with no holes. And they're actively trying to make better choices, and they're showing up full steam ahead. If you're not in a relationship with this person, this is someone that is happy with their choice to pursue a relationship with another, and it has you feeling left out. Okay? Now, if you are in a relationship with this person, Capricorn, I feel like if you are in a relationship with this person, I don't feel like you're being fair with this person, and you're being quite relentless associated with something that is, you have a chip on your shoulder about, and it's causing you to not get what you deserve or not have a good outcome because you're honed in on something in the past, or you have a chip on your shoulder, or there's a lack of investment on your part. And even though there's a strong masculine energy over here trying to show up and make better choices for the family, for your relationship, you're in a space of potentially focused on the negatives of it because you're longing for someone else. Okay? So, I don't know. I don't see anything good happening. There's like poor investments being made on your side, Capricorn. You either are in a perfectly good relationship that you're not even trying for because you're longing for someone you don't have, or you're longing for someone that's already in a relationship, and you're not taking accountability for the fact that you're fighting a losing battle here. So you're draining yourself emotionally, and there's not really any good investments being made because you're longing for something that is unattainable. Either way, you could be dealing with an Aries. We have Gemini and Libra. And even if you were longing for someone that you wanted to obtain, stuff still isn't happening because there's no active investment into it. So it's like, are they going to show up on your doorstep? You know what I mean? It's just nothing's happening. It's just kind of a waste of energy. All right, Aquarius. Good night, hot spring. Yeah, it's not going to be everybody's reading, absolutely. See, if we wanted to be here all night, I could read that as an individual energy. Okay, but then I'd really be here all night. And I want to do that sometimes. All right, what do we have for Aquarius and their person? What do we have for Aquarius and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. 3 shuffles. Why is this guy coming out for everybody? It's pissing me off. I feel like everybody got this, like, when one of the placements. Anywho, Aquarius. All right, so your overall energy this week, 8 of Swords, Hangman in reverse. You're embarrassed. The Hangman in reverse can be someone that feels humiliated, or something is humiliating you. Like, something here is making you want to, like, pack up and, like, leave, or something like that. I don't know, you're embarrassed, or you're overthinking. You can't get this person out of your head, but you also feel like it's, like, okay. God, this hurts tonight. Stop. Oh, there's a situation that has you in your head and overthinking, and it has you wanting to flip the tables, okay? Like, energetically, you want to flip the tables here. Some of you guys may be fearing, like, there's a reversed roles situation. I don't know, that's for some of you. The Hierophant in reverse can be the card of reversed roles. And with the 8 of Swords, Hangman in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Something here may be a little bit unexpected. You lack the faith with someone. You're lacking patience in a situation. You're either embarrassed, or you may feel like you're being blamed for some type of upheaval, or blamed for ending a relationship, or you may feel like you're the blame. I don't know, it's just an uncomfortable situation. There, I don't know, for some of you, there is a reversed role situation. Whatever that means for you. And it was unexpected. A lot of you guys are having a hard time deciphering why someone is so disconnected from you. Sorry, it's hard to talk. You're having a hard time deciphering why someone is so disconnected from you, or why they're choosing to keep disconnected from you, even if you're in a relationship. And it has you stressing out. Like, it has you wanting to, like, move on before you get hurt. Like, I feel like you're feeling an uncomfortable situation that you may possibly be, you know, over exaggerating in your mind space. So just be mindful of that. The Hangman in reverse can be feeling like publicly humiliated sometimes, or feeling like, damn, what's that saying people say? That you may be feeling like roasted somewhat energetically. Like, either you're embarrassed of your current circumstance, whether you thought someone was in love with you and then you find out they're dating someone else. There's something here that's making you feel like roasted a little bit. I don't think I've ever used roasted in my tarot readings, but that's the best way I can explain this energy. You feel kind of roasted, or there's something that's causing you to overthink in a relationship, and it's making you want to just get out of the relationship rather than work through it because it's very uncomfortable. Now, mind you, with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, something here is meant to teach you something, but you're wanting to not look at that, and you're wanting to just get out of this uncomfortable feeling and like get into a new relationship yourself, or get out of the relationship you're in, or something like that. You lack the faith in a situation. There could be some type of misunderstanding, or you're wanting to indulge by completely disconnecting from someone. It's going to be more than the Eight of Swords. The Seven of Swords. Some of you guys have been spying on this person. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. Some of you guys may feel like your partner or this person is constantly accusing you of lying or something like that, or you feel like you're being gaslit with lies also. If you're not with this person, you could be spying on this person, and you may be feeling, you may be stressing out a lot about what this person is saying, what this person is thinking. Do they have malicious intent toward me? There's a lot of like extra strategic energy going on for you that is paralyzing you in the mind space, and it's not going anywhere. It's not doing anything. Like, if you want this person, some of you guys are going out of your way to you know, study the situation, or it's like there's something overthinking. Like, I mean, why is Aquarius overthinking? I mean, it must be the King of Wands. I feel like you don't want to show vulnerability to this person. You want control, but something is making you feel like you don't have control. Something also could have you a little bit butthurt, or like your principles weren't respected, or something like that. Some of you guys are still in a space where you want to fight with someone, or you want to bicker with someone, but it's like, I don't know. You may have stood up to this person too with the King of Wands. That's what's causing you to overthink with the King of Wands. King of Wands is why you're overthinking. You may have stood up to this person, and you could be overthinking it. Like, did I go too far? Or if this is a relationship, like you put your foot down about something, and you're overthinking it. Did I go too far? Or you're trying to put your foot down, but someone doesn't care. This is what I feel if it's a relationship. Or someone is being irrational about it. And you are spying on this person, which isn't helping the Eight of Swords energy. Nothing is changing. There's some type of lesson. I mean, give me a little bit more on what the lesson is. Not that I can tell you directly. It's your energy. But Nine of Wands. There's a lesson about your defense mechanisms, okay? Or about boundaries. Putting in the work. If it's a long-term relationship, there's some type of lesson around, okay, there's an issue. The Nine of Wands is like, okay, there's an issue. Are you going to give up on it? I don't know. There's some type of like ongoing battle. How long are you going to deal with this ongoing battle? How long are you going to fatigue yourself with an ongoing battle? I don't know why. It kind of feels like this is the energy that kind of gives me the vibe like there's something you're replaying in your mind, and it's like you're trying to like get the notes. You're trying to like know it before it happens, or you're trying to like, or something is replaying in your mind and it's irritating you. You're trying to be strategic, but it's just like working against you at the same time, because now you're becoming disconnected from yourself. You're not in balance. There's some type of overindulgent energy where even if you aren't giving this person any attention or energy, you're now disconnected from energy in itself, where you're now in the mind space. Okay, your energy is not fueling anything. It's like a mind, there's some type of mind shit, mind games, ongoing battle, defense mechanism. Some of you guys may be overthinking standing up to someone too. Either way, that's a lot. So either way, Aquarius, I feel like you just want to run from the situation, honestly. But it's like there's still some type of lesson that's not learned. So it's like there's something you're going to keep repeating until you learn something. Either with a different person or with this person. You don't have faith with this person, though. Some of you guys don't even feel this connection anymore. There's just this like indulgent energy. Like you want to indulge. You want to challenge this person. You want to like challenge their view on something. Like, no, I don't agree with that. There's a difference in values. If it's a current relationship, you're recognizing there's a major difference in values. And this is going to be an ongoing battle. Maybe you thought we could fix this. There's some type of ongoing battle that you need to learn about, or something pertaining to your defense mechanisms. Does your defense mechanisms put you in ongoing battles? I don't know. That's a lot. Too much. All right. Whoever you're dealing with, Aquarius. So this is someone that is making some type of final decision here. Ace of Swords, or Wands. For some of you, this is someone that just straight up doesn't want to get married and you're taking it personally. Okay? Or this is someone that is realizing the truth about something. Give me one more on the Ace of Swords right quick. Ten of Wands in reverse. I feel like this is someone that's just being very direct about the fact that they don't want to invest into something in a certain way, or they don't want to put in the work in a certain way. Or this is someone that is making some type of final decision and they're, I don't know, they're expressing their own insecurities pertaining to finances or pertaining to a lack of loyalty. Like this is someone that is being very direct with you this week about things that had them feeling discontent, or not, that had them not welcoming the situation. And it's something around, okay, this would be too much work, or there's a major problem that they can't fix. For some of you, Aquarius, I'm just going to be honest, this person is quite rigid because of your family, or potentially because they feel like you're married. Some of you, Aquarius, you're dealing with someone that refuses to date people that's already been married or something like that. Or there's something about marriage or your living situation, they're not welcoming. Like if you're not with this person has made a decision to offload this because of marriage or a marriage. Or they found out you were married. If you are with this person, this is someone that may have insecurities around having a family. I don't know, maybe you're trying to have a family with this person or children, and this person has insecurities about not wanting to do that. They don't want to have children. They're being very direct about something they're not wanting. They're not wanting to invest into. They're not wanting to, for some of you, they're literally not wanting to work. Five of Swords. So this is someone that if you're not with them, they feel betrayed, or there's something that caused a lot of mental conflict surrounding a family, your family, or surrounding a marriage that you're involved in. Okay? If you are with this person, this is someone that is going to, like, this is someone that is very determined to not put in the work in the way that they feel like you want them to. They're not welcoming that. They have a lot of insecurities around having a family or having children, or this is someone being very direct about your specific family. They don't like your family, maybe. I don't know. And they have a lot of, they're bringing a lot of negative energy around that. It's like the moment you start talking about having kids, they're all cranky all of a sudden, or the moment you start talking about certain situations that bring you happiness, whether it's wanting children or whether it's just something that brings you happiness, it's like they're all cranky all of a sudden. So I don't know, this person, they're being quite direct about that. Like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So if you're with this person, it's just not a very homey vibe. It's not a homey vibe. Some of you, they're having, if it's a long-term relationship, Some of you, they're just having mental conflict because they're dealing with their own feelings of feeling homesick. And it's kind of making them question, like, they're kind of taking it out on you because you're there when really they're just homesick. 4-1, the reverse can be someone that's just homesick. But they're being very honest about that. I don't know. I feel like this is someone that has a lot of insecurities pertaining to marriage or having children. And they're bringing in a lot of negative energy because it's like they don't want to talk about something. Queen of Cups and the Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles both in reverse. I don't know. This kind of screams manipulation. For some of you, this person isn't welcoming opportunities that could help you, or it's like they're not allowing your family to come over for whatever reason with no real justification for that. For some of you, this is someone very manipulative. If you're not with this person, they've just made a decision to not welcome this into their life because they feel like you are a cheater or you are mean or you are manipulative, and they chose to commit to someone else. And they may be going above and beyond to kind of keep their guard up to you. I don't know, you're kind of like stuck in your head. I feel like you're trying to outsmart a situation, even if it's a long-term relationship. Like you're more so irritated by someone's irrational thinking or maliciousness. What is a card of advice for Aquarius? Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands in reverse. I don't know. The Page of Wands is all about being open for anything. Okay, that sucks as advice. But this is more of a lighthearted energy, and maybe hold back doing anything too impulsive, right? Just recognize, okay, something is awkward or something is making you feel some type of way. Page of Wands, being open for anything. Not getting so attached to the ego or that drive that comes with like needing to prove a point, or not getting wrapped up into like the waves of things. I don't know. Because it's like holding back anything impulsive. Some of you, if you're not with this person, I don't know, hold back. Don't take action. Page of Wands. This is about being up for like more lighthearted things or creating your own plan. I don't know, avoid being impulsive. I don't know, maybe you have a temptation to be impulsive about something. Being up for anything. Okay, great advice. One more. Ace of Wands. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know, this is about planting seeds in areas that create enthusiasm and passion and authentic spark, not ego and bullshit and hate, okay? I don't know. Don't take anything personally. I don't know, there's something you shouldn't any longer associate yourself. And for a lot of you, I feel like you're spying on someone or it's constantly triggering you. Like something doesn't need such a methodical approach as you feel like it does, and like the universe is telling you to be more lighthearted or open or be up for anything. Like, I don't know, do something fun, take your mind off things. I know it's really vague advice, but that's the Page of Wands, Ace of Wands. Do something more daring without being impulsive, because the Knight of Wands, the reason he needs to hold back is because that Knight of Wands upright can inspire action, right? Can inspire a little bit of a domino effect, okay? That he's not there to sustain, or he's not there to fucking take accountability for. So it's like being mindful of not creating any domino effects with your energy and being lighthearted and not associating. It's kind of like recognizing what's in your control, and I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. Perfecting the ability to disassociate from things that are annoying to you without disassociating from yourself. I don't know. But like, don't be impulsive. Don't allow yourself to be ego driven, because that's gross. That's gross. Don't do it. I mean, do it if you want, but like, I mean, being driven by like, anyways, we're gonna move on. All right. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Sagittarius, Taurus, Leo. Could be any sign as far as omens go. I don't know. I feel like it does kind of feel like you feel a little bit roasted. Or if you're in a relationship, you're feeling kind of embarrassed of that relationship. And there's some type of lesson around ongoing battles, or what battles you're willing to fight. But also where you're exhausting yourself with situations that are indefinite, or with your defense mechanisms. Okay, Pisces. All right, what do we have for Pisces and their person? Pisces. Hangman wanted to come out. What do we have for Pisces and their person? Two more. Three shuffles. Oh my gosh, like, I even shuffled them good too. Who else got this? Scorpio. Scorpio had these exact cards. I think it is energy. I don't know. Something like that. Overall energy for you, Pisces. 9 of Swords with the 2 of Cups. Why is everybody stressed about their partnerships or a partnership? Like, tonight, there's something going on in the stars. It's not my fault. But it is a theme. Everybody's like worried, thinking worst case scenario. They're being stupid. Okay, so Pisces, I feel like you're having sleepless nights, or you're in your head, you're stressed about someone you're with that you don't trust, or you don't trust your own decision to be with them. There's a part of you that's got a fire in your belly, okay, that knows what's right for you. And then there's a part of you that's kind of wanting to let go of deep-rooted issues associated with whatever that is. So, I don't know, Pisces, you're coming together with someone, but it's stressing you out. There's an opportunity to let go of deep-rooted issues and give more into the situation. But you're having a hard time being direct or honest with this person. You have a bit of an inferiority complex. Some of you are just stressed out that it's not mutual, if it's a newer thing. Okay, you may feel like this person doesn't have feelings, so even though you're coming together with someone, there's a fear of something being unrequited. Okay, if you're with this person, there's still this feeling of like, damn, I feel like maybe I shouldn't be here. I mean, why the 9 of Swords? 3 of Wands in reverse. There's a fear, or you're worried about a failed attempt. You may feel like you've already made this same attempt in this exact way and it failed before, so what would change now? Or some of you guys are stressed because you're having a hard time envisioning a future with this person. You could be also being very short-term focused. You're very short-term focused because you're kind of pulling all those swords of truth under the rug, like you're dealing with your own mess. So when it comes to your love matters, there's not a whole lot of vulnerability or connection because you're very short-term focused. You want to deal with this. It's kind of like you got a lot going on. Okay, I'll deal with my love when I get this, that, and that dealt with. Okay, I'm not like immortal to human experiences. Just give me a minute. Okay, so it's like you may be feeling like there's a lot going on up in my head. I'm with this person, or I have the opportunity to be with this person, but I also need to be short-term focused right now because all of these swords of truth that I need to deal with, something isn't feeling very stable to you. You feel like the relationship doesn't feel stable, or you feel like if you're not with this person, you feel like it's unattainable. Okay, so it has you holding back from being direct because you feel like, well, this person hasn't expressed any type of decisiveness, so I'm only left to think pessimistically about it, because why wouldn't this person tell me they love me if they do? Okay, and if you're with this person, again, you're being quite pessimistic toward the situation. You're following their lead when it comes to letting go of deep-rooted issues, but still something that doesn't feel right to you. Now, mind you, I think we're still in the Mercury retrograde, so maybe that's why this is a theme. Maybe a lot of people got back with someone and they're regretting it. You know what I mean? That can be a thing. So, or you're worried. I'm not saying it would always fail because it's a Mercury retrograde, but it's a thing, apparently. So, I don't know. So, you're just worried. You're worried that you're being stupid. You're having a hard time. I feel like you're having a hard time thinking long term, honestly, because of your own negative thinking or your own stress that you already got on your plate. You're having a hard time thinking long term, where things are a little bit unclear and may have you quite irritable. You may be a little bit irritable or having a hard time focusing if you're in a relationship because something is not stable to you, but you're still trying to go with the flow. It's almost like you may feel like you're being washed away with the shore, by the shore, okay? Or it's like you're slowly being washed away. Like everything I known, I washed away. And it's like, you can just feel it hitting you every time. Like every time you go with the flow. I don't know. Something is like, you feel like you're being washed away. I don't know. But yeah, if you're not with this person, you just feel like it's unattainable. And even though you're coming together with this person, you are having a hard time being positive about it. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Pisces, if you're in a relationship with this person, Pisces, this person fears that there's going to be some type of selfishness financially on your part, or they feel like your motives to be with them are strictly based off finances or to lighten your load to some degree. And even though they're determined to show some type of vulnerability, they're also keeping some type of inner truth to themselves around insecurities they have around your motives with them, but they're still kind of jumping all in. They're being quite agreeable, or they're trying to compromise, or they're trying to avoid conflict. If you're in a So like I said, if you're in a relationship, this is someone that is taking a leap of faith. They're very determined to move things forward. They do have fears and inner truths that they're not expressing surrounding your true motives with them. They may feel like I said, that you're only with them for money or security or to help out or something like that. Or something like that. But it's like they're still simultaneously trying to avoid conflict. If you're not in a relationship with this person, Pisces, this is someone that is very determined to show some type of vulnerability or express something that they may feel like has caused a lot of misunderstandings that caused you to feel justified in, like, let's just put it this way. This person may feel like you have been quite mean, or like they may feel like you're all about your money right now, or you're all about climbing the social ladder, or you're all about your money, point blank, period. And they may be feeling oppressed by that because it makes them feel inadequate in some way. If you're not with this person, this is someone that is feeling some sense of inadequacy because they have some type of inner knowing that you have insecurities toward them when it comes to what they can provide for you. And even though they're taking a leap of faith to try to clear the air with you to some degree, there's still this like determination to kind of not be too open. Let's just put it that way. Like, this is someone that has a lot of fears, but they're choosing to keep their fears to themselves. And instead, they're showing vulnerability about the fact of, like, in hopes to clear the air. But I feel like their fears, they're keeping it to themselves. They're suppressing their inner truth around why you may have insecurities toward them. Like, let's just put it this way. This person may feel like you don't want them anymore because you think that they are a bum, or you think they don't make enough money, or something like that. There's definitely a lack of confidence. There is a bit of a touch and go with this person too. Like, for some of you, this is someone that will be messaging you, trying to take control over the situation. But their follow through sucks. Okay, they're taking control, or they're starting to message you, but then their ego kicks in because there's some sense of feeling inadequate, and they're lacking clarity that what they're thinking is true surrounding why you have insecurities toward them. And it creates this like touch and go type of energy where, although they're trying to like clear the air with you and find some type of balance here between the two of you so you don't fight, or so there's no drama, there's also this like ego driven arrogance that they always end up leaving with, because there's an inner truth that is not like fluid yet. Okay, it's still like creating a lot of resistance, and it's making them feel like you're judging them for how much or little they make, or their status, or what they do, or maybe they don't make enough money or something like that. Like, this person may feel like you think they can't provide for you, and maybe they know that's true. You know, maybe they know that, because the strength in reverse can be someone that feels inadequate. There's a lack of confidence that has them very thinking irrationally, and has them, it kind of gives me the vibe, if you're not with this person, this is someone that is going to be coming together with you, but it kind of ends the same way it ended before, or the egos clash. Although they're trying to clear the air, there's some type of ego clash, because this person tends to like let their own assumptions get the best of their logic. You know what I mean? Like, this person is letting their assumptions get the best of their logic. And it causes them to be a dink, really. So, I'm just going one more. Three of Swords in reverse. So if you're not with this person, that could be why you're thinking negatively on the situation, because there was some type of failed attempt to let go of deep-rooted issues, and now the two of you are stuck with pent-up emotions, or bitterness, or like more pessimism, something like that. And if you are in a relationship, this person is they low-key feel like you're just with them for money, or your motives aren't the best, and they're trying to be more agreeable, but their ego kicks in every now and then. And then they go smoke a joint and they're cool again. It's because they low-key are angry and thinking irrationally, either about a third party or around your motives with them. And it bothers them. And because there is some authentic feeling of inadequacy within them, that's why it bothers them. It's almost like, I don't know, like for some of you, if you're in a relationship, the reason their confidence is a bit shallow this week is because they feel like you have an option, or they feel like there's a potential third party in your life for whatever reason. I don't know why they think that, but they do. And that's why it's bothering them so much when it comes to your motives. Because like normally maybe this person wouldn't care about helping you out and stuff, but because they feel like maybe you're talking to someone else, it's kind of causing them to think irrationally. Give me a card of advice for Pisces. Queen of Cups and the Eight of Wands, Devil in reverse. If you're in a relationship, there needs to be an element of compassion shown towards someone. I mean, obviously, if someone is hurting you or abusing you and all of that, no, okay. But if someone is expressing something of passion, or something that they're frustrated about, okay, or if there has been some type of betrayal in the past, it's like there needs to be some element of compassion shown. Really. On a personal level, the Queen of Cups has the ability to love herself, okay, or has the ability to cherish her own emotional well-being. But with the Eight of Wands, it's like, Express your passion, express your love. I don't know, some of you guys just need to express your love to someone, or ask for forgiveness, or listen to someone. Some of you guys may need better listening skills, or you may need to like listen to someone. Especially if you're in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, you may need to show a little bit more vulnerability, okay? Because your person don't feel like they're getting any, really. And it makes them feel like you just don't care. And because they don't have the confidence in other aspects, I don't know. You may need to show a little bit more vulnerability. But if it's a relationship, you may need to like tend to someone's emotional space, or listen to them. If you love them and want to be with them, you know what I mean? That's up to you. I don't know what you want. I don't think you know what you want. There's too much swords of truth up in the air. It's busy. I love you, Pisces, but I think that is good advice for you. I'm sorry, but Pisces, you guys drift off so much. I love you guys. We're done the read, by the way. That's what I'm talking about. Pisces, all the Pisces I've ever met, they just drift off. Like, you'll be mid-conversation and they'll be fucking in another world already. Terrible. Terrible at listening. I don't know what it is. I know that's not all Pisces, but that's my experience with Pisces. They don't pay attention at all. They're thinking of that purse they're wanting to buy, or that whatever, or that dream. But you may want to like really listen to someone, because it's someone has anxiety about something, and their anxiety creates like, it's like they want to talk about something, especially if you're dealing with a fire sign. If they have feelings, like fire signs tend to get a bit heated, or like not physically, but like it just comes out like argumentative. That's like their emotions. When a fire sign is argumentative, that's them being emotional. You know what I mean? It's their emotions. Something's bothering them. So water signs need to understand that that can be emotion. When an air sign is communicating in a very dissected way, that can be emotion too. Let's all respect our differences. But anyways, you may need to listen a little more. But you could be dealing with a Cancer. We have Leo. Okay. Or Aries. Yeah, Aries, Cancer, Leo. Could be any sign though. Yeah, if you have like strong fire in your chart, when you get emotional, you probably get mad. Like no tears to be found. It's just mad. But I guess I could get out of here right now. But Saturday night, I'm just going to smoke and then get out of here. Like if you're talking to a Pisces the whole time you're talking to them, they're going to be like, oh, what? Oh, what did you say? Oh, what was that? Earth to Pisces. I swear to God. You would never be with a married man. Man, you're no side piece. Crazy talk. One of my friends took his own life over somebody. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's very sad. I don't know why people do that. But like, I also kind of do. Like, I get it. If you don't see past that situation. But it is very sad that people think that anyone's worthy of that much. Anyway, at this point, you're just with them for money because they are immature. That's okay. And sometimes you can communicate that with someone. You can tell them, I'm just here for money, or I'm just here for this. And honestly, they may bitch about it, but chances are they have you there for a reason too. Whether it's just for sex, whether it's just for whatever. And I'm not saying that's love, but sometimes transactional agreements work out quite well. But sometimes in order to like protect yourself energetically, it's like helpful to like talk about that if you can. I mean, I don't know why, like, you know what I mean? So, anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, I think. But I love you guys. I don't even know what time it is. I might be on my small channel. Maybe I'll have the rest of my beer. But I love you. Bye.